The Unicorn Squad is going straight north to 1914.
Straight north.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you just call the Unicorn Squad?
Yes.
That's our name.
It is.
Unicorn
Didn't you want us to
Squad.
come up with a team name or something?
I did mention that you do need like a party name, so I don't have to call you the party.
Well, we're the Unicorn Squad now.
You're now the Unicorn Squad.
Yeah, unicorns for change.
Mm-hmm.
That's our slogan. A decade now.
I haven't even inspected it. I didn't even know I wonder what it's using. Let's see.
I didn't think that my computer was going to be able to handle it.
Well, listen, guys. I just want to say that we beat our record, 17 minutes, and we are all here. So that is something good.
Technically, though, we didn't have another person complicating things, so
we didn't have what?
Yeah. We didn't have Kyle. You know, like there'd be an extra variable in there.
Yeah.
So, we got an asterisk next to the record. I'm just
17
saying.
minutes with an asterisk. All right, I'm just gonna. You're right. You are right. So let me just.
So if any time this orange floor moves, just understand that it's not actually a floor.
It's a cat.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a cat.
It's like.
And if let me know if you guys hear like loud banging or construction. They're working on the CTA tracks outside, so it's loud.
Nice. This time of night?
Yeah.
Good choice.
So they're working on the CTA and Wrigley Field at the same time, and they're pushing to make opening day. All right, I hear music.
I already got that going. I go to the mess hall. Just saying.
Hold on.
No reason.
Let's recap.
No recap. No, just joking.
There's a bunch of stuff we got to do. All right. Let me just get set up here. So last time, when you guys were playing, that sheep wasn't even pregnant, but I can clearly tell by the sound that it is now pregnant. I hear that. Can you hear that in the sound? The sheep is pregnant?
No.
Oh. Well, there's a certain sound they make when they are pregnant.
Okay.
I don't know that. I'm into that now. Sheep.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, I think it was
only a fact.
Some bullshit.
Wow. Right off the bat.
By the one who would know.
All right. This is brought to you by, I don't know, what am I drinking? This is Jim Beam Fire. Because you guys are going to get your asses handed to you.
Oh.
Mental note.
Just kidding. Totally kidding. So, last time, you guys met up with Madame Friona. And she set you up with a job to do the Dragon Egg purchase, which didn't go too well. You were none too convincing, and I
don't think it's a matter of our convincing. They just tried to rob us.
No, I'm pretty sure that during that whole the whole purchase, you tried to deceive them, and you tried to persuade them, and both of those things failed.
Oh, no, I admit that. I just don't think it had anything to do with the thing going bad.
Either way, you did get jumped, and you guys made out of that pretty well, except for one guy fleeing. And I think you guys made 100 gold out of the deal, despite having failed horribly at the mission. And you got a Cure Light Wounds potion out of it. And you have a token with the Harper symbol. And Madame Friona also passed along her suspicions about Lars and the real objective of Pell. But she's Harper, so, you know.
Can't really trust her.
Well, she might be just a conspiracy theorist, after all. They are masters of manipulating politics and intelligence, and so maybe she's just caught up in her own stuff. Who knows? But she did mention that there have been some dragon sightings, and she didn't know what to make of it. And I guess that was that. I think you guys are Udaquad, Blanche, Hedoc, and Fizz decided to take in the night and get some rest. Am I right? Actually, it was daytime when you went to sleep, so it was like 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So in the meantime, Bobbins was heading over to the Chow Hall tent.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so just some cleanup here. I need who do I need? I need Bobbins. I need you to roll me a D10.
A D10?
Yes, please.
Best roll ever.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Just taking some notes here. What are you coughing near me for, dude? This puppy is like bleh, bleh, near me. All right. And okay, let's see. The next thing I need is you guys still have those buttons on the bottom?
Yes.
What buttons?
Event Overland Zone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bobbins, I need you to give me an overland roll. All right. Okay. And Udaquad, I need a D20 plus your level. So D20 plus 1.
Is this where Udaquad dies?
Could be.
Oh.
Can you guys
Oh,
still
well.
hear me?
No.
Can now.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I think I was eating with the mic on, but that's okay. So do I do anything special? Just roll 120 and then add 1?
Yep. So you can just do /roll 1d20 plus 1. Dog, stop. This dog has an infatuation with my elbow right now. Stop.
It's salty.
I guess. Been dipping it in, I don't know what. Margarita mix.
Margarita mix. Nice. Okay, so /roll 20. Okay, I hope I did this right. I might have effed it up. Let's see. Okay, it's rolling dice.
Okay.
You got it.
Oh my god, really?
What?
I just out of 20, that's what I get.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. All of that is all good. All right. So, Bobbins, you head over. Everyone, the rest of the party is gone to sleep in sleep it off. And in the meantime, Bobbins, you wanted to head over to the Chow Hall tent. So you make it there.
All right.
It's pretty quiet in there. There's not a lot of people in there. But you do see McKelly, and you do see that person.
The old woman?
The woman from Madame Fiona's tent.
Right. I wave at McKelly. And I get a bowl of food, I guess.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can I get some stew? Or whatever you got?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I got something for you. Little late for breakfast, but I got a little leftover. And he slops some leftover chow in front of you. It's not much, but you can have it for free.
Yeah, thank you.
So the female that left you that note notices that you were there, and she kind of quietly, inconspicuously, kind of heads over to you, and she says, "Oh, thank you so much, thank you."
No! Drop it!
Somebody's eating something.
What? I was like, what did you do, Bob? And she's smacking you.
As Blanche is rolling around in her sleep, drop it! Drop it! She's talking to Uniquad about the head. Drop the head! Drop it! She's having a nightmare about it. Oh, man.
It was gonna be as precious.
So she says, "Thank you so much. I could tell that you're someone who's trustworthy, and Madame Fiona seems to trust you.
You can tell that, eh?
Well, you seem to be. Are you telling me that I shouldn't?" She looks
not what
very
I said.
nervous.
No, that's not what I said. I was just surprised you could tell.
Well, I guess I can't really, but I don't know who else to go to. Can I introduce you to someone?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So she says, "Come to this table over here with my friend. Come,
Yeah.
come with
I
me."
grab my plate or bowl of slop and walk over.
Okay. And she says, "My name is Felicity."
Yeah.
She walks you over to another woman at a table,
Okay.
and she says she kind of looks at you like trying to think of what your name was, and you could tell that she's like
Bobbins. It's Bobbins.
Bobbins. This is Bobbins. This is who I was telling you about, Miss. Dahlia, and you just sort of perceive this to be. I mean, you don't need a roll for this. It's just very awkward. Please sit. And the lady, like, kind of makes a motion for you to sit down.
Okay. I will take my bowl and sit.
All right, so
And I'll continue stuffing my face. Nice to meet you, Mrs. Dahlia.
she nods and she like pulls her hood down, and do a perception check real quick.
Ooh, a perception check. Let's see. I can't see my screen right now.
I see cat butt.
Yep.
Whoa!
Did I see?
Holy crud!
I am perceptive.
Yeah, you are.
Nice.
So you're on the good rolls today.
Maybe. That's not going to last, because this is probably an inconsequential perception check.
That was the last good roll you'll have today. So because you know the families that are important, both in Dalnor and Kandora, you know all of the families. This is something you would study as a noble.
I see.
And you immediately recognize her as Lady Elinore out of Kandora. Seemingly out of place in Pell. And her disguise to you is, I mean, you recognize her right off the bat, so you must wonder. Well, you probably don't think her disguise is too good, but
Yeah.
you can see that there's an attempt because she doesn't look like she would normally. Like she
Right.
look pretty and elegant. She's totally dressed down. It kind of has dirt on her face or whatever. And she says to you, so Bobbins, Felicity here has told me that you're a great adventurer, or so she seems to think you are. And you, well, I need some help.
Okay.
I'm in a bit of a situation.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the deal. I'm looking for this tomb. Somebody I know told me that they had found the tomb, and they told me to go to Pell to reach this person who had the information. This tomb is the tomb of this great dwarf, Darshan Hammerheart.
Oh, what kind of dwarf?
You're not here, Blanche.
Straight. Okay. Well, I mean, okay.
What you hear is what you hear. But she didn't say any kind of dwarf. She just said a great dwarf.
Oh, great. Okay.
A great dwarf. And
Darshan, you said?
Bobbins, you would recognize this dwarf. Excuse me. He's he's one of the known dwarves that helped. He's just known from those Defiance wars over the Finger Straits and all that. So you know what she's talking about right off the bat. You don't know the significance of, why would she be looking for this, but you do know the name. So she says to you, yes, I came here to Pell. Well, then she takes a step back. Well, I came here to Pell looking for the person that I was told to meet, but he's recently gone missing.
I'm totally buying this. Go on.
Well, the parts that you're catching on is where she's almost she's failing a little bit at. You don't really need an insight check at this because you already know who she is as Lady Elinore, and she's kind of messing up and talking to you, and she's almost revealing that she's Lady Elinore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she keeps slowing. I gotta talk slower. So it seems like that to you. And she's, but everything she's saying seems true to you, other than just trying to hide her identity.
Right.
But she says, the person that I was supposed to meet, he's not here anymore. He's disappeared, and I don't know where he's gone. So, I did learn that he kind of had a region that he was looking at for this tomb. So I hired the cartographer of this area. He has a big tent in the middle of town, and I hired some adventurers to escort him and sent him to go find this tomb in that region that I was kind of told about or hinted at, and now he hasn't returned.
Wait. So back up for the story for a second. First of all, the person who was supposed to tell you where the tomb is missing, then you knew the general area where it's supposed to be, so you hired a cartographer and a party to go find it, and now they're missing?
Yes, exactly. And it doesn't get any better than this, or any better after that. I sent my own. Well, I sent another person under my somebody else, a couple other people, and they haven't returned. So I'm a little nervous because, well, one, I fear for their lives, but two, the cartographers, he's known here, and when people find out that he's now missing, I'm worried that maybe they'll put together that I was the last person that he talked to.
And you think that they'll think you murdered him or something?
Well, this is how things go sometimes. I've heard.
You don't seem the murdering type, Lady Dahlia.
Well, I am certainly not, but I am concerned, and I'd be willing to pay you to find him, dead or alive.
So you want us to find the cartographer. What about the other people that have gone missing?
Well, I'm most concerned with the cartographer.
Okay.
But certainly, if you can find the other people, that's obviously better. But I'll pay you. I'll pay you 60 gold to tell me the location or to find the cartographer. I'll pay you another 40 gold if you happen to find the tomb.
You're wanting to hire us for... You want to hire us for 60 gold to find somebody that's probably in a lot of trouble, and you've sent there's two other individuals, one other party, a full party, another party went to spirit, and another individual all got disappeared around this. And you're going to pay us 60 gold to find this person?
Dead or alive. I'm not asking you to rescue him if he's in trouble. Although I would look highly upon that. I only have what I have left. I've paid so much money out of pocket to do this, and I'm left with nothing.
So you don't have any more money lying around somewhere around the world?
No. The cartographer's name is Perrin. Should you choose to help me? I don't know what else to do.
Tell you what, Mrs.
And
Dahlia.
I am starting to get very, very scared for my life.
Is there somebody around here? When I look around the room, is there anybody around here even looking at her?
No.
Right.
It's so basically it's after breakfast time. And again, This is an adventuring town. Everyone's out adventuring, mostly. There's a couple people, but mostly people are out.
I'll tell you what. I'll take this to my crew. Whoa. I guess we can take it, because this is a little under what adventure groups usually get hired for. But you know what? We'll take this on for that, and your kind favor, maybe in some time in the future when we need it.
Oh, most definitely.
All right.
But I do.
I got to go convince the others because I don't speak for them necessarily.
And how many of there are you?
There are 5 of us. Though one is missing right now, and I don't know that.
Well, if you are as brave as Felicity says you are, then you should have no problem.
Oh, we are the bravest. That's for sure.
But please do be careful. I cannot stand the thought of other people not returning.
So the cartographer's tent is the big one with all the tables. I thought that was a community tent. It's his tent, though? Or her tent, I guess? Perrin's kind of a gender-neutral name.
Perrin is a male. He's a human.
Mm-hmm.
And
how will we identify him? What is he?
You probably say, "Are you Perrin?"
Oh, what if we find him dead?
Good point. Well, she gives you a rough description of what he looks like. He has brown hair. He probably has a backpack full of maps.
Okay.
But
Well, I'll go tell the group, and we'll see. Is there some place we can find you?
well, yes, I try and stay a little low key, but Felicity, she works in Madame Fiona's tent.
Mm-hmm.
So you could locate Felicity, and Felicity always knows where I am.
Okay.
So she points. Well, then she says, "Well, she doesn't do this just yet." So, are you going to do this, or should I wait to hear back from you?
I think they'll want to do it, but I mean, you should. I mean, it won't be long.
So, so it's gonna be like a 6 p.m.er by the time these guys wake up from their long rest.
I mean, I could just wake them up.
You could, but then they won't get their long rest.
That's true. All right. Tell you what. Just consider us on the job.
Okay. Do you have a map?
Of the area?
Yes. Any kind of map. You do, because you have what you're looking at.
I stole Blanche's map. That's right. She doesn't know it yet.
No, it's community map. You wouldn't go anywhere without it. You have a hand-sketched copy of it.
Yes, because she's an excellent cartographer.
So, let me just...
Cartography is really a thing in this world. Like, I know of 2 cartographers.
It's very important.
Okay. Well, is she going to mark something on my map?
Yes, she is.
And this is where you think they are?
Yes, this is the region that I was told about.
Wait, did you mark something on the map?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on it. All right, so she makes some rough sketches on your map, and she points out she's she says it's most definitely in the Fasp Woods. Now, what I don't know, it's here, or here, or here. It's just in the edge on one of these regions, but I'm not real sure which. Now, if you go too far into the Fasp Woods, it's definitely, you've gone too far, I'm sure. I'm told it's close to the edge of the woods in those 3 or those areas, and that's really the best I can do. I'm so sorry. That's all I know.
You never talked to the guy who told you where it was, but you knew generally where it was?
Yes.
Already? All right. That's good.
I received information. It was very vague information, and that's why I came to Pell to meet with him, because you have to understand this is a very sensitive situation. In fact, I must please ask you, do not tell anyone outside of your party about this.
Okay. That's easy enough.
Okay.
I will do that. All right. Well, we'll get back in touch with you when we take care of this.
Okay. Godspeed. And thank you. And she pulls back her hood and kind of just slinks down and starts finishing out what she was eating.
All right. I head back to where I think the party is.
They're snoring.
Mm.
So you've got some time. I mean, you probably were chatting with her for about 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour for messing around with your map. So you've got a lot of time to kill. Is there anything you want to do in this? Oh, hold on a minute. I need you to do another roll. Actually, I need Hedoc to do this one. Hedoc, I need you to roll a D2.
Okay.
Don't roll low.
Wait, how do I do that?
Last roll
force-
1d2.
D2?
Yep.
What is it?
Flip-
Forward
flip a-
slash
flip a
D2?
coin. Slash roll 1d2. Or D2.
Roll.
He got a 1, he rolled low. It's an automatic fail check. I guess I will. Well, whatever's going on is going on.
Okay. So, is there anything you want to do while they're sleeping? Or are you done? We can fast forward time.
No, I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna do a brief period of time where I'm gonna look around and see if I can find other jobs, and if, especially anything going toward the fast woods, like I'm just gonna listen around to people, maybe look for any thieves' camp going on, and if I don't find anything within like a half an hour, I'm gonna head back.
Okay. Why don't you give me a D100?
Ooh, I'm good at this.
Oh, 40.
Only got a 40 there. That's a pretty good roll.
You got a 40. So as you're walking around and you're just kind of eyeballing and just taking it all in, you probably didn't have a lot of time before. You don't really see too many people doing any of the thieves' cant, at least not out in the open. And you note that the town is probably like, it's got a lot of like helper type folk. So like the main adventuring crews are kind of out there, but there's like some helpers that are like, you know, like squire type. You know, they're like fixing things, they're mending armor, they're doing this and that's for their adventuring party. But you do hear a couple rumors here and there. You keep picking up some people, some chatter about some sort of disease that's it's hard to understand. Some sort of a disease that's going around, but you're not real sure. Like, you're not picking up the context of what it is, but you've heard it at least 2 or 3 times from different areas about a disease and something with children. But as well, but nothing about going on. I'm sorry, nothing about like jobs or anything like that.
All right, so mental note: watch out for zombie children. Okay. All right. Well, then I guess I'll head back. I was just hoping to hear something about somebody going out to a cave with treasure or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'll head back.
Okay. So you head back. You probably, I don't know what you do. What do? You just kind of like chill, take a rest, take a breather, sharpen your swords.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about 6 p.m. People are sort of coming back. They're returning. The rest of the party is waking up from their slumber. But people are definitely returning from their adventures, and the pellet activity seems to be picking up. What does the rest of the party want to do? You're all awake, and you're fully healed. You have all of your spell slots back. Everything's gravy.
Why is that? Is that muted?
Yeah, because of the construction.
Oh. When they wake up, are they all waking up? All right.
Mhm.
Hey, come over here. Second.
Okay.
What'd
So
you find out,
Udacod's going
Bobbins?
to pick up his caltrops.
You're right.
I will patiently wait for Udaclod to pick up his caltrops.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Bobbins.
Well,
You know my needs.
Did it-
While he's picking up them by name.
Yes, he's got names on each one of them.
Well, I seem to remember that Hedoc kind of like laid amongst them or something like that.
Well, I guess Hedoc's waiting for him to pick him up too.
There's one sticking out of my forehead.
Poor Bob. Anyway, so while you guys were laying about and sleeping off the day, I was being productive and I got us a job.
You didn't get us breakfast?
Like nighttime, so no. Anyway,
What's the job?
well, it's a little complicated. So apparently there's a tomb of some dwarf or something out in the woods, and this lady sent these people to go looking for it, and they went disappeared, including the league cartographer from this area, from this town, Pell, the tent city. The one that owns the tent that we were shacked up in for a while, Blanche. Anyway, and so she would like us to find him, and possibly the tomb too. And if we find him in either dead or alive, bring his location back, or bring him back, or whatever, she'll pay us 60 gold. If we find the tomb, we get another 40. It's a little low, but I took it because there's a twist to this. She told me she's Lady Dahlia, but she's not Lady Dahlia. So,
Did I tell you
She
what her
is-
real name is?
yeah, Lady Elinore.
Okay.
She's actually Lady Elinore of Kendora. So, I figured it might be good to have somebody that powerful's favor. Might not be a bad way to start. This should be fairly easy. We just gotta go to the edge of the fast woods
Okay.
and look around for some idiot who's probably lost or dead. So,
60 gold.
well, we get an extra 40 if we find the tomb.
Yeah,
And she didn't tell us we couldn't go in the tomb, so we might want to go in the tomb. There might be something there. I'm just saying.
yeah, I guess I've done worse for less, so I'm on board.
That is ever the bar, right? You've done worse or less? Pretty sure that's a low bar. just saying.
Standards Bobbins. You know this.
Anyway, Blanche, if you get out your map, and
Okay.
I'll point to the areas that she said they're probably at. The 3, 19,
Oh,
14, 20,
there you
14,
go.
21, 14.
There's your map there.
Like this area, or this area. Anyway, we just got to go up there and look around and hopefully find something.
So we're looking for a dwarf.
We're
And-
looking for a human cartographer and a dwarven tomb.
In a tomb.
Yes.
Is there something in the tomb that we have to get?
No, we just gotta tell her where it is. Although we could go in
Okay.
there.
I think we should take whatever we find.
I'm not disagreeing. She seemed rather adamant that she really needed to find this tomb for some reason. So
I
probably
need.
go there.
I need.
I'm sure there's.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sure there's probably some, something suspicious or conspiracy happening that, behind the scenes, but
Or they tried to walk in the tomb and it's well guarded by traps and got murdered. We'll find out. I mean, there might be something really valuable in there, and that's why
I'll be
she
right
wants
back.
it. Okay. Or it just could be she's like a history buff and wants to know where this dwarf is, like Darshan Hammerhar, some guy from the what was it called? When they made the area safe for the different races. It's one of those people.
okay.
forgot
As
what
a
he called it.
I'd like to go and pay my respects.
You want to go pay your respects to a dead dwarf? Okay,
Yes.
cool. I'm not
Okay.
If he's
gonna tell
dead, I
you you
might
can't.
might take his head.
Go club. Like, I mean, half orcs are pushing it. Dead dwarven heroes, it's really beyond the pale. I'm just saying.
As a magic type, I have my needs for skin and certain
I don't
items.
recall that ever be on your list of things you needed to do jobs.
I have my needs.
Let me just say,
Okay, okay.
I really love the noble and the hermit and how these conversations go. It's really, I love it. It really makes me laugh on the inside here. I'm cracking up. Blanche, I need you to give me an overland button.
Press it, press it. 9. Good job.
Oh boy. Okay. Cool. So what are you guys doing?
Well, I think we're going to leave in the morning.
So you're gonna wait until the morning?
I don't see why not, and I definitely don't want to start traveling at night.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Are you gonna do you guys need to do anything in the town?
I suppose
Okay.
we need to get a tent.
So we're gonna go to a crypt, possibly. Do we happen to know if we need anything on the way there? Do we need any supplies? How many days is it from here?
Yeah, I don't know that how far it is.
So
How
each
far
of
is
those
that on the
hexes,
map?
each of those hexes is 4 miles. You should be able to use the ruler on the thing and
Oh yeah.
get an idea. I think I forgot to mention something. I think
Wrong one.
what's that? Oh boy, you're drawing on that, aren't you?
It was a wrong one. It's 16 miles. So that's like a day's travel.
From Dalnor, it's 16 miles. You're in
Oh.
Pell. You're where
Oh,
the
sh-
unicorn is.
Oh, yeah. This is nothing. This is less than a day's travel. We'll be there right away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. I'm probably gonna buy after that last situation. I kind of want to get either. How does a healer's kit work? Let's see.
It helps you with the healing skill.
I just
The
want
nurse,
something
quickly.
that kind of.
Or the medicine skill.
I forgot to mention that she told you, Bobbins, that in the letters she received from her her source, she was told that the reason he thought he knew the location was because he found this natural rock formation in the shape of a warhammer. And he thinks that it's right beside this old tree stump. So he thinks that's what she conveyed to you, is that she thought that he thought that was like potentially the place.
So a natural rock formation in the shape of a hammer.
Mm-hmm. This episode is now brought to you by Pabst Blue Ribbon.
PBR.
Okay.
That's a good one.
What is that nasty purple line?
An accidental draw.
That's the creep. There's zerglings.
It's canon now. Okay, so
League.
all
Can
right.
you really or no?
So what else did you want to do in the town? Nothing? Or
You got a
just-
tent. You get a tent.
you want to get a tent?
Yeah. Can I just?
Did you
Take
guys
a
buy
tent.
it? Well,
We got one tent it holds 2 people.
you want to steal somebody's tent?
Yeah.
Oh my god, hold on.
I mean, we're gonna go to an area where it's like very not. I'm gonna go to an area that's very not.
Forgot my player's handbook. All right. So you want to steal a tent now? Probably not a good time now to steal a tent since people are returning. But
Well, they're returning right now.
well, yeah, because it's like nighttime. They're coming back in from their
Well.
adventuring and
When do they usually leave?
in the morning.
Oh.
Remember when you were at that thing and I said the town was kind of empty? That would have probably been a better time.
Yeah. All right. I go buy one then. I suppose. I don't know how much they cost.
I'm looking it up for you.
We only need one more tent because we only got 4 people.
2 gold pieces
2 gold pieces.
for a
Yeah.
2-person tent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey, Bobbins, you have chalk, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking because you're going to go in caves and
No.
I don't want to get lost.
Maybe we'll go in caves. Hey, Hedoc,
If you remember, I'm not so perceptive.
here's the tent. Merry Christmas.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, put it on your put it on your sheet.
Who's got the highest Who's got the highest passive perception?
Well, mine's +4. So I think my passive is 14. Yeah, it's just 10 plus your perception.
Let me see. So my perception.
What's passive Oh, I'm 15.
That's right. You beat me on perception by 1. It's Blanche's, by the way. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because I don't think that I have a 0 modifier to my perception.
Yeah,
Okay.
your passive perception is listed right below the skills, guys.
Oh, there it is. I'm a 10.
Yep.
13 for me.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
you got a perception.
Blanche, you, as you guys are just kind of discussing your plans, you're starting to pick up some people kind of chatting about, hey, did you hear that they found bodies in the service tent?
Oh,
What's going on? Oh yeah, and you're hearing like people passing by, like kind of talking about some bodies that were found.
don't know anything about that.
Well, they're not exactly talking to you. They're just kind of,
They're just talking about bodies.
Okay.
they're talking about bodies.
Blanche just says, "Don't know anything about that."
I'm not a red brand. I'm sorry. Another joke entirely.
Walk away quickly.
And Uniquad, you just randomly picked up somebody saying, "Oh, heads are gonna fly."
Heads are gonna fly.
I think they are.
Is this like being discussed in a group?
Just people like kind of. You just pick it up. People are like
Just
walking
pick it
back
up.
and forth, walking to their tents, whatever.
Yeah. Well, at this point, I'm gonna kind of slowly turn to the group while we're walking, and I'm gonna ask them, "Do you guys think it's gonna be safe to stay here tonight?" I kind of feel that, that debacle in the tent and me maybe trying to take somebody's head, a half orc.
Uniquad. We did
Yeah.
not speak
So,
about what happened in the tent.
well, I mean, I feel like it already happened. So, as you pull this Goliath of a person aside and say these things, he kind of looks at you and kind of shrugs you off of him, like, "Get off of me! What What are you scared about? What are you doing
Oh,
here
I'm
if
not
you're scared?
I'm not scared. I just looking for somebody to murder or adventure. Kind of like you.
Are you suggesting something?
I don't know. Maybe you're just not as adventurous as Pell needs.
I walk over to Udaquad real quick. I'm assuming he's doing this with an air shot.
He so this guy, he looks over at his buddy who just kind of stopped. He just like chuckles and then he just walks on. Whatever. Chump.
Okay, I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna call him a bastard using my awakened mind.
I don't even. We can stay in Pell for the entirety of our play here. We'll just make stuff happen in Pell. All right. So he's like, "Oh, what the?" And this guy is obviously, he's a bruiser. He's just like confused, like what? Looking around.
And
like,
we're gonna be
what
like,
was that?
I'm just gonna say, I think your friend's sick, and I'm walking away with my group.
Where are you walking to? Because you guys were already at like your tent area.
Yeah, we're at a tent. You
Yeah,
walk to some random guy.
I mean,
Uniquad just
how
like
far?
turns
Okay.
and walks and like looks back like nobody's with them.
yeah, I guess. I guess
Wait,
I'm just gonna say
what just
that I
happened?
think your friend. I think your friend is.
These guys already like are gone. Like they're done with you. Like
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's good. Good. Like I look like a street urchin half the time. So
They were done before
Probably
you
just-
said what you said in his head. And he was like walking past you and like messing with his head like what the.
Udaquad. I know you're a hermit at all, right? You don't associate with humans very much, or anything. People.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But that big one there, don't go antagonizing those ones. Like you don't need to be. I don't need to be cleaning you up off the ground.
I thought you wanted adventure bobbins.
That's not adventure. That's just getting punched in the face.
Oh. Well, anyway, I gotta set up my caltrops.
Okay. So anyway, I guess we get extra rest time. So
Okay. All right.
Oh right, I gotta take off the 2 gold from my sheet. As soon as I can see my sheet.
Okay, so now we got to do some more fun stuff here.
See, he wants food.
Who, your cat?
Yeah, because his idiot eats it all real fast. He's been fed for the day. He's fine.
You don't feed your cat?
Does he look unfed?
What's your cat's name?
That's Snoop.
Snoop.
Snoop. Yeah. As in he snoops into everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because he does.
Aw.
And he's off.
I was gonna say, did we decide that we needed to buy a crossbow bolt?
What?
Crossbow bolts.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta keep them supplied.
20 of them. There's the ammunition box that you should have.
They're cheap.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I was just looking at that right now, and I was trying to think if I had one.
You should already have 20 bolts without having had bought them.
20 bolts.
More. Yeah. And there's like a little ammunition box.
Okay, so it's not like arrows where I need to utilize quivers to I guess equip them.
Well, you do.
Yeah.
It comes with a quiver, a bolt quiver, or whatever the bolts are held in.
Okay, it's a case, I guess, is
They're
what
just
it's.
specially made arrows that fit in crossbows.
Okay. All right, then I guess I'm ready to rest up for tomorrow's adventure.
All right.
Since
Uniqua.
Bobbins doesn't want to go.
Wait, Bobbins doesn't want to go?
He doesn't want to go tonight. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I just gotta Google the whole.
Do you want to go at night? You can.
We don't.
I
wanna
mean,
go
I
at night.
feel.
We do not want to go at night.
Fine, I'll go with Bobbins. He's the local. My shack's usually safe at night.
Well, if you're gonna sleep, do you guys all agree that you're gonna sleep another night?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm asking everyone else. All right.
Yeah, I think it's better to go in the morning.
Okay, Udiquat, I need you to give me a D20 plus your level.
Ooh, the Caltrops will come in handy.
Let's see, D20 plus my level.
So D20 plus 1. You can hit the up arrow on that little thing, and it'll
Oh, that's right, because that was my
show your
last roll.
previous rolls.
Let's see.
Control yourself.
There you go.
Okay.
Much better than the last one.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, I mean, I at least got past 10.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's good.
Hedoc, you haven't given me a roll in a minute. Give me an overland.
Wait, how do I do that again?
Just click the overland button.
Where is it? It's
Below the cameras.
Avatars.
I don't see that.
Okay, then if you, on the right pane, next to the gear icon, is a little hamburger.
Yes. Okay, yeah. In bar. There you go. Overland.
All right. Cool. So you guys wake up in the morning. It's another hot 60-degree, hotter than normal day in the springtime, early springtime. It's just, you're almost boiling in your armor.
It's 60 degrees.
It's 60 degrees. It was hot yesterday. It's another hot one today. It's
60's hot.
in this early springtime, yes.
Oh.
So typical weather at this time of year is around like 45. So
This is a little hotter than normal.
So 60, while it's not really hot, it feels hotter than it is. You know what I mean? Because your blood is thickened from the winter. Anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, you are awake. What would you like to do?
Okay. Udaquad picks up his precious caltrops
Yeah, just get ready to leave.
and
Let's get
Yeah.
and packs up his tent.
Did you say we had a wagon?
No.
We do not have a wagon.
Oh, okay.
You are represented by a unicorn. However, you do not have a unicorn either.
Okay. So we're just like we're on foot. We're hiking. Okay.
Yep.
You know how fat that unicorn is? I'm just saying.
What's that?
You notice how fat that unicorn is?
Yeah.
It's not quite elegant.
No.
I guess.
Can we eat? Come on, guys. We can't travel. We can't travel. On
I was gonna say,
That's a good point. Let's
I'm gonna go-
Let's go to McKelly's.
yeah.
Okay.
Kelly,
Okay.
let's go.
You make your way to the chow hall, and you find that it's pretty busy. Everyone's kind of there eating, getting ready for their day. And McKelly kind of comes over to you guys, and he kind of knows you a little bit more at this point, Bobbins, and he comes over to you and he says, hey, I think it's, I don't know what's going on, but take a look over there on that post. And on these, like, posts, like these tent posts right there, hold up the tent, you see a wanted sign.
Oh, really?
And on that sign is a very, very rough picture of the likings of Hedoc.
Oh.
So it's like a little short block with an axe, maybe?
It's like half of it is like my face and like an axe covering.
Oh my god.
So what McKelly, what is that? A wanted poster for
I read the wanted poster.
So the wanted poster just says "Madman on the Loose."
Oh my god.
But wait, what's the reward?
The reward is 100 gold pieces for this madman's head, or
Just the head.
or 25 gold pieces for information on his whereabouts.
Wait,
Who
they're offering
is-
both the head and the roll. Oh, okay. Thanks,
and-
Nicolai. That might be some adventuring to do.
And it says what's his name? Find Dracor.
Dracor.
Yeah.
And is that the person requesting?
That's the
McKelly.
yes.
Who's
So
requesting?
McKelly's like, guys, I can't say for sure, but I don't know what's going on here. People are saying that there was a murder in the servicing tent. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think that poster looks like your friend here. I don't want to see any you guys getting in trouble. You seem like pretty okay people, and maybe it's not him at all. I'm sure it couldn't be, but if you look at that poster in the right light, it kind of looks like him, doesn't it? Uh-oh. Got me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I had to go to the bathroom. That's why it took me a little while.
Got me?
Yep.
Yep.
Right. Oh my god, I called it Ingrid Blanche.
I saw that.
What if I accidentally call her Blanche? Her name is too real. That's the problem. Hello, you got me? Ingrid,
Speak, Ingrid. Oh, there you go. There you go.
you got
Hi.
me? Can you hear Alex?
Hello.
Yep.
And
Yay!
John.
Yay!
Yes.
This is almost a science, guys.
Almost the science.
I don't
The
know what
science
happened. Our internet just dropped completely.
for like 10 minutes.
Nah, for 2
minutes?
minutes. It was weird.
Yeah, there's this thing they do sometimes. I've noticed it at night. Like they're I don't know what it is, to be honest. Like a reinitialization or like a reconnect. It happens to my internet too around this time.
Hey, Chris.
Howdy.
Yep, I got Chris.
Okay.
Hey.
we're good. All right. Sorry about that. Our internet just dropped out of nowhere. Just dropped. It was weird. But we did recently just cut the cord, and then I upped our internet to the next tier or whatever. So I'm wondering if they did some changes or made some mods or something. I
Or
don't
they're messing with you because you cut the cord. They hate that.
know. Maybe. Okay. So where were we? What was the last thing I said, and what was the last thing you said? I don't even know what happened.
You were in the middle of me, McKelly, telling us about some sort of murder, and you were all, wow, there was a murder, and that's when you dropped. And I was just also saying at the same time, I was like, oh, is it a murder? That might be an adventure we have to do. We can go find this guy and get some money.
Oh, so yeah, so he was saying, your friend looks, roughly like that posting over there. Now, I don't want to make any accusations, and I think you guys are right by me.
I didn't really notice that, McKelly. You're right. But you know what? He looks like a generic dwarf with an axe. How many dwarves with an axe do exist in this world?
Don't they all,
Really loud.
the dwarfs all look the same.
That's true.
They
That's
do.
true. That's hilarious. Dwarves, they all look the same.
Exactly. It's not our friend.
man.
He's a good guy. I was with him the whole time. He hasn't killed anybody.
Well, that's good.
So,
But you never know how people think around this town. So,
well,
what
Well, we'll-
can I do you for?
We're just looking to get some breakfast. We got a bit of a job to do. So.
All right. Well, here's some breakfast. Find us in the house. Let me cook you up some. You want some eggs?
Oh yeah. That sounds good. Eggs, bacon, a little bacon. If you got it, that'd be good.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be for you guys. Give me 8 silver, please.
All right.
So he plates out this immaculate plate of eggs and some potatoes and some bacon. Looking really fine.
That's 8 silver.
Bobbins.
That's 8 silver total, right?
8 silver total.
Yeah, I got this. You guys owe me.
I'll
It's
Venmo
not in
you.
here. Huh?
Do you have Venmo?
You're carrying my tent. So you're already earning your 2 silver.
Bobbin, should we get some rations for the week?
I mean, can't you hunt? And don't we already have rations?
I have 10
I
rations.
think 10.
in
That should be good.
That's 10 days.
Yeah, that's
Because it's a
10
ration per day.
Okay.
Yeah. So Uduquad's going to just simply take the eggs and potatoes and kind of just poke at them and then eat them.
Okay. You cut the head off of your egg and you eat it. And it's very
Stab your little potato man in the heart.
Stab,
That's
stab,
it.
stab.
Yeah, he's actually talking to his food with his infernal.
Okay.
That was good.
You make it
Yeah.
through breakfast, and you do hear a little bit more. Like people are talking about some issue with some sort of like this disease talk that it's affecting some children, and
I'm ignoring that because it's about kids getting sick, and I don't care.
that's fine.
It's a relieving.
I think we should get out of here before the.
I mean,
plague
it
gets
sounds
us.
like some kind of infectious disease, and
Yeah, that's why we should leave. Before we get it.
Well, the thing
well,
that's,
don't you want to know what the symptoms are to see if we get it, or
well, the things that you're hearing that sound interesting to you about it is that it seems to only be affecting children, and apparently there's some sort of like other town that's to the west in some swampy areas. Is where this
Swamps
originates from.
Swamps always carry plagues. That's
Who's pinging and why are you
Me.
pinging?
I'm saying, is this to the west? This is the swamp.
That's south of you. You're in Pell.
God dang it!
Keep thinking you're in Delnor.
Oh,
You are the unicorn man.
Is it this swamp?
That is a swamp.
Okay. Let's not go there.
Well,
Okay.
quite good for you because it looks like you're heading in a different direction entirely.
We're headed to the end of the line.
So, you ate your breakfast. You feel thoroughly full and full of energy. Tell me what to do. Where will you like to go?
The Unicorn Squad is going straight north to 1914.
Straight north.
Yeah.
Okay.
did you just call us the Unicorn Squad?
Yes,
That's our name.
it is.
Unicorn
Didn't you want us to
Squad.
come up with a team name or something?
I did mention that you do need like a party name, so I don't have to call you the party.
Well, we're
So
the Unicorn Squad now.
You're now the Unicorn
Uni-
Squad.
Yeah, unicorns for change.
That's our slogan.
Can I call you the Uniquad?
Unicorn.
Oh no.
No.
Well, like Uniquad.
I feel like that kind of leads into this whole like situation where Uduquad wakes up and it only makes sense because it was Uniquad, but his name's Uduquad, so he just fabricated it in his sleep. No, Unicorn Squad's cool.
Okay, Unicorn
So-
Squad it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mobilize.
All right, so you start trekking to the north, and remember that as far as you know, the magical barrier, which may or may not exist from the Aragorn elves, doesn't go past the border of the Fast Woods, as far as you
Right.
know.
The tree line there. Is that so? The tree line we're approaching.
Right. So as you're coming up to this forested area, it's you know. It's not all forest. It's not a thick forest by any means. There is thick forest further north and to the east of you. Um, you don't really have any sense of like you just crossed a barrier. And I'm not sure what you would be expecting. Maybe you thought something magical would happen as you crossed through, but
Tingles and sparkles.
nothing really happened. It seems like you're in the woods. But that being said, the woods do feel magical on their own. They're beautiful. And let's see. I need a volunteer to give me an overland button.
I got it.
All right.
It's an excellent roll.
It is an excellent roll, in fact. Let's see here. And you guys don't have... Are any of you Outlanders?
I think everybody but me is.
Everybody?
I'm a hermit.
Yeah, I'm an Outlander.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hedoc is. I'm pretty sure. What's his face? Kyle's character is.
Our, yeah,
Well, Kyle's
our
not with
ranger
you.
is
Right.
under. Oh. Well, I wish
Okay.
she would have woke
Yes.
up. Just kidding. Alex, yours is Outlander too? Uh-oh.
Should be.
I can... Oh.
Upper right of your character sheet.
Well,
on the score page.
it's really no big deal. I was just curious. As long as I know that Blanche is, that's enough. I just need to know that at least one of you is.
Mhm.
So as you're traversing through the forest, everything's peaceful. You get a sense of just like, this is awesome. You guys are actually out there. You know, you're adventuring. You're trekking. Now you haven't really run into anything at this point, but
Well, once we get to the woods, we're gonna start doing a search pattern.
and by search pattern, what do you mean? What do you want to do?
Well, I think we're gonna look around and sort of, I don't know, comb the area as best we can at the edge of the woods.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of staying within earshot of each other.
Mm-hmm.
We're staying within vision of each other, actually. Earshot.
Okay, within view. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Earshot's
Okay.
how you wind up getting taken by something alone.
So you guys sort of like walking in like a line, like maybe, I don't know, 100 feet from each other?
No, I wouldn't even that far. I'd say 50 feet from each other.
Okay. So, you're walking through. Somebody give me, why don't you all give me an investigation check? Actually, no, not an investigation check. Give me a survival check.
Oh, this will go well.
Okay.
Yes, I'm good at surviving.
Ooh, Blanche.
Oh man,
Just nailed it. Oh, Hedoc.
Let's see.
I know.
This is why she
So
made.
that's just the survival skill, right?
Yep.
Oh boy.
It's all right. You ain't gonna do any worse than any of us. Except Blanche. You're gonna do worse than Blanche.
Okay. Well, Blanche and Udiquad, Blanche, like, you actually came probably from, like, you kind of know a little bit about the woods. Now, you probably haven't ever been deep in the woods. But you're a wood elf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get a sense, you have a quick sense of what's going on here, and it just seems like there's been a lot of activity and trekking through these woods, and probably from a lot of the adventurers from Pell. So, and this is probably why the woods here are very they're sparse woods. The trees have been cut down. You see some wildlife here and there, but it's it's not heavy by any means. You don't really see. You don't get a sense of like tracks per se, because there's a lot of tracks everywhere. It's a heavily trekked through area.
Would it be safe to say that it's probably not going to have a bunch of bodies in it, since somebody would probably have come across them already?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, keep an eye out for natural rock formation in the shape of a hammer.
Okay.
Excuse me. You don't find anything of the like.
Well, if we search around here for a while. If we don't find anything, we're going to move to the next square.
So you spend a few hours sort of looking around. Not a lot. You do every once in a while. You'll see a random adventurer-looking type, probably, either heading back from something or going to Pal, but nothing really catches your eye.
Okay.
Do you want to head into? I'm assuming you're making your way to the northeast towards 2014.
Correct.
Okay. So you do make it there. You do quad. Give me overland. All right. I got the wrong sounds here.
That's going to get us killed, Duclad.
Yeah, that actually is going to get you killed now.
Now we're getting attacked by skeletons.
Oh no.
Okay. So, as in the area that you're into now, it is getting very heavily wooded. This is probably a point where you would want to tighten your proximity, because it's very wooded and it's dark. It's blocking out the sun. The canopy is blocking out the sun. There's a lot of sounds. There's just crazy
we'll
birds.
Up a lot more.
Yeah, I was gonna say march formation.
Let's see, and you rolled
11.
11. So I'm going to need you to roll me a
Event.
D20. Ooh. It's going to be actually do zone.
Zone.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. You rolled Wraith. Jeez.
Yeah.
Have we found the hammer yet?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Hang on.
On this dang forest.
I would say that, it definitely is starting to feel a little more magical. Here in
Okay.
the
More
woods.
magical. Is this like a good magical?
There's never a good magical. I'm just saying.
Nice. Well, I guess we're on the right path then, if it feels magical. If we're looking for some hammer-shaped rock and a mysterious grave or tomb.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
What was wrong here?
I think I might want to climb up a tree and see if I see anything up ahead in the distance, just to kind of scout out. I'm just going to climb up this big tree right here.
I'm gonna watch her climb that tree.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Don't fall. Don't fall, Blanche.
Did you fall? No, you made it up the tree.
18. Okay.
Whoa.
Do I see anything?
I'm going to tell you in 1 second. Unicry, give me an event roll.
You found giant spiders in a tree.
Why do I have to do it? I kill things, make things worse. I don't know what the 10 is.
It's a max roll. Good job. Now we're gonna definitely fight
Max
giant
roll. Yay.
You definitely rolled an ultra. So that's cool.
For you or for me or us?
I think we'll all learn from this experience. Interesting. Okay. Blanche, I need you to give me a let's see, give me a perception check.
Oh god, I'm gonna.
Wow. God.
I'm good at perception.
Yes.
I'm proficient in
Great.
Nothing gets by Blanche.
Nothing gets, yeah.
This is from years of making maps and having to like perfectly lay out the land.
Okay. Off in the
Detail.
distance, you're not like all the way up this tree. This tree is really tall. This tree is probably like 40, 50 feet tall. And so you're probably like on the biggest branch closest to the bottom. So you're probably a good 12 feet high. And you're looking and you can see probably about what's you're an elf, so you probably see this pretty good. So probably about like 250 feet like straight north of you. You do see two figures sort of sitting at a tree. They don't notice you or anything. They're pretty far off.
Are they like human looking or elf looking?
It's too hard for you to tell at this distance.
Ogre looking. That's the question to ask.
They don't look monstrous by any means.
Bugbear looking?
You have no idea what a bugbear is. You have no frame of reference. But,
okay.
But they don't look monstrous. They do look humanoid.
Okay. That's all I see?
That is all you see.
Okay, I'll come back down.
Do they have all their flesh on their bones?
Oh, yeah. Are they floating in the air?
No. They just look to be by a tree.
Okay. So I come down and I'm like, hey guys, so about 250 feet ahead of us, I saw there's like two figures standing by a tree.
Oh, and I keep saying like a tree as if you're not amongst a lot of trees, but this particular tree looks grand. It looks different than the rest.
Oh, a special tree.
Okay. Well, we can approach them, and then when we get close, I can go look and see what I see, and then come back and tell you guys.
Okay.
I think that's fair. I mean, I guess we can prepare for battle. Maybe.
Yeah, but yeah. Also, you guys make a lot of noise. I'm just saying.
Well, Bobbins, we're not all halfling noblemen.
Are you saying because I'm a halfling, I'm automatically sneaky?
No, because you're a nobleman that looks like tarnished rubbish.
What?
Anyhow, let's go. Who wants to lead the way? Bobbins.
Sure.
Okay, so you're heading towards the two people and
Mhm.
this tree together, all of you.
Yeah, but when we get within,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, 50 to 100 feet, they're going to stop and I'm going to go forward and sneak.
You're gonna sneak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Come on, Bobbins. Let's not have this situation with your blinding issue in our last fight.
Udiput, I'll have you know
They got you good.
that maybe I just didn't feel like fighting.
Fair enough, if one says so. Best of luck.
Okay, so you leave the rest of the party about 100 feet back, and now you're going to sneak. Go ahead and roll a stealth
Sure.
check.
Let's see how badly.
Well, good.
Eh, not the best roll.
Wow, you got +6 stealth.
Yes, I'm good at that.
Woo.
Okay.
Oh.
So you start making your way closer to them, and what you can see right off the bat is that they look. They definitely appear to be people of the woods.
Are they wearing like rags or something, or animal
They're-
skins?
well,
Do
they have their appearance is somewhat druidic, you would say.
Okay, but they do. Neither of them look like the cartographer we're looking for.
No.
And do I overhear them talking?
1 second. Do a roll. Okay. Okay. So you're like getting closer to them, kind of sneaking around, and as you're doing this, of course, thinking you're very sneaky, one sort of turns her head, sort of creepy, back to your direction and says,
Wait. Okay. Wait, say that again. So,
how
so
can I-
Bobbins is sneaking up,
Yes.
and one turns towards Bobbins and does that,
Yes.
or towards the other one.
Towards Bobbins. I'll take that advice and go back. Now.
So it saw him even though he's being sneaky.
Yeah, it saw right through my terribly great roll.
Ability.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you head back.
Yep.
Okay. This being does not do anything other than turn back to, and they're both facing this tree, this big tree. There's nothing really about this tree that stands out to you guys, other than maybe it's a little bit bigger than the rest, and that's, it's a big tree.
Well, okay, well, I'll go back to the group. Well, there are a couple of druid types, and one of them shushed me, so I don't think they want to talk.
They shushed you?
One of them did.
Huh.
So we could just leave them alone, I suppose. Neither of them were what we were looking for.
Can we keep on searching without bothering them?
Sure.
any way we can mark this area?
Yeah, Blanche, could you mark big tree with druids on the map, please?
Sure.
You can do
There.
that. You have the ability to write on.
Oh. Oh, how do I do that? Like,
If you click on that paintbrush,
okay.
you get some options.
So is it by where the unicorn is?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
In fact, I can move the unicorn if it's.
Trying to find legs.
So sometimes what I do is I'll just do the free text, and I'll make like an X, and then, oh, you could do that too. There you go.
big tree. But it's actually on this hex, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think you can pick that up, move it. If you go to your pointer,
okay.
you should be able to click on it, move it. Yep, there you go.
Oh, cool.
Big tree, big unicorn.
Okay. So it's getting to be about, all the searching and investigations. It's been several more hours. You don't really see anything that's standing out, and it's probably beginning to be about mid-afternoon.
Okay. We can move to the next square hex, right?
2114 or the 2113?
2114.
Okay.
2114. Okay. Unicorn to 2114.
Although if the sun starts going down, we should probably leave the woods. It's just a thought.
Yeah. What time does the sun set about?
The sun sets probably around 5 p.m. So it's probably in another 3 or so hours.
So let's search for 2 hours and then make our way out of the woods. How's that sound, guys?
Sounds good.
Okay.
That's fine. Because we just have that X right next to us, the clearing there, 2115.
Yeah, or we can go.
Or
yeah, that should be outside the woods.
Okay.
Okay. Hedoc, give me an Hedoc, give me an overland. Okay. All right. So all right. So excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. So this area, the area you're in now, is starting to feel a little bit more, if you were to put it into a word, a little more fey.
Oh, goody.
What? What does that mean?
It means the fae are here.
Fae.
Creatures, fairies, elves are fae.
Oh.
You can feel the magic, the history of magic. It's overwhelming almost how magical it feels in this area. And just as you just like kind of make a small bend and you see and hear a struggle. Now this is it's far out, so you're probably 250-ish feet away from a struggle, and it appears that some creatures are in distress. One looks to be human, caught up in some vines.
Mm-hmm.
One looks to be not so human.
Also cotton vines.
Also caught in vines. And another one who is not caught in vines. And the human, you can hear him saying, leave me be! Leave me be! And let's see. Does anyone speak Goblin?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Well, you do hear some other voices of the other creatures that are sort of guttural. Like, so one of these non-human creatures is caught up in some vines, as well as a human.
Are they little short things that are green?
Are there little short things that are green?
Yeah, they're non-human creatures.
No. They look they look very goblinoid and furry.
And furry?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Kobolds?
No. They're either hobgoblins or bugbears, probably. Anyway, let's approach. That could be our human.
Let me give you a...
Is he wearing a backpack full of maps?
You can't tell about anything like that. Remember, there's three. There's one goblinoid that is not tied up. And he's trying to free his buddy. Let me give you a map to look at.
So what we're looking at is one goblinoid is tangled, one goblinoid is not tangled, one human is tangled.
Correct.
Okay.
As I'm preparing this map, what's your plan of action here?
To get as close as we can without them noticing, and then shoo them off. It says, are they actually trying to like poke at him, or are they just like, what are they doing?
Well, the one is trying to free his friend.
Right. Are they doing anything aggressive to the human?
No, because it's busy with its buddy.
So, I mean, I'm kind of tempted to tell the untangled goblinoid, because the awakened mind, I'd have to speak their language, but it can telepathically, I guess, send suggestive thought or so. I don't know exactly if that would work to tell.
You're basically thinking like this. You're saying to it, "Get the hell out of here." Your telepathy transfers the idea, "Get the hell out of there," and then he hears it in his own language. That's why you don't need to speak his language.
Okay, so I guess in that sense, I'm gonna probably say maybe since there's a humanoid and goblinoid, they're both kind of tangled. We could possibly, I could send a thought to the untangled goblinoid to say, let us help, and see if he gets aggressive. And if he does, then I guess we could probably manage that goblinoid, and then just unfortunately kill the other goblin, since they don't want to, play nice.
Well, you can do that when we get close. Don't give us away until we get closer.
Yeah, that I was going to say, until we get a little bit more information on the situation. But that's what I'm thinking, just to kind of see if maybe the goblin type will, kind of work with us, just be calm a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
Maps. Alright, this map is a little janky, but that's what I come up with in a hurry. Ah, Fizz is not with us. You guys updated your sheets with all your hit points and stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Restored back to 11.
Restored back to... Oh, I never lost. Yep, I'm my full hit point. I don't have to worry about spells. That's so nice.
Okay, so let's bring it over to here. I was having a hard time aligning the grid, so it's going to be a little weird, but that'll work. Alright, so let me put these other people's out there.
Blanche.
Okay. Alright, that looks horrible, but I don't care.
I'm taking it those are the vines.
Yeah.
That works.
Got it.
We don't need anything artistic or fancy.
And just let me see. So you guys are, like I said, you guys were like 250 feet away, but I think where I put you is probably closer than that. Yeah, so I have you at 45 feet, so I need to move you. So you're sort of like off the map. I can make the map squares bigger. see if I do this.
We're just gonna get as close as we can.
Okay, that's actually better. So each square is like 10 feet. So you're kind of like behind that tree there. So you're seeing that the human. So just to be clear here, this is the human, this is the goblinoid, and this is the goblinoid, and the human and goblinoid are struggling.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you do? They don't hear you coming up.
Get closer because we're way too far away to do anything.
Are you gonna sneak, or are you just gonna?
Maybe we should sneak and
I
try to
mean,
listen to what they're saying.
we can sneak. We're not gonna understand the goblin though.
Right.
Yeah. Unless one of you speaks goblin.
You see that the one creature is definitely has a javelin.
The one that's in the vines, or the one?
They both appear to have javelins. However, the one that's not in the vines is trying to poke at the vines with his javelin for the other guy, and they're just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And the human's like, get me out of here.
All right. So, by the way, now that those are 10-foot squares, so we totally can't use this map for combat. So we're gonna have to figure a way of non-combating out of this.
What do you mean you can't use it for combat?
Because I move it 25 feet, and it's just the perspective's all wrong now. Anyway, everything's too big. Anyway, no, I mean I'm serious. This is gonna screw things up. Believe me on this.
Well, how close do you want to get sneaking?
You can just say we get that close. They're not gonna see us 120 feet away, or 45, 50 feet away. We come out of the woods, and we're just there. Because we're gonna get as close as we can until they see us.
Well, I wasn't sure if you were going to avoid it altogether, like you did the other situation.
I'm trying to assess if this human being's the one we're looking for. So we gotta get closer.
Okay. So you get closer, and you really can't tell but it doesn't seem. It looks like that this person is more armored than what you would expect a cartographer to be.
So he's wearing armor. What's his hair color?
What's his what?
Hair color.
His hair color is black.
Oh, this is probably not our guy because we're looking for a brown-haired, guy who draws maps. This doesn't look like a guy who draws maps. Blanche, you're an expert on map drawing.
Yeah, he doesn't look like someone who draws maps. He's too
But he might know about parents, so he could rescue him if you want.
He might also know. He might actually know some of the land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he may have seen the rock
formation.
Well, do you think one of us should go and?
No, I think we
should all go.
Yeah, I think we can just go up in force and be like, shoo.
Yeah, let's see if we can intimidate.
Hedoc can try his. We're just looking for the, go away. We're just looking for the human.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the approach.
Yeah, I do have to be within 30 feet.
Okay, well, that'll happen when we get in 30 feet then.
Got it.
I think we should try to sneak as close as we can before anything goes down.
Yeah.
But considering some of you probably aren't very good at it, we probably won't get too close. Yeah, we're 55 feet away. So anyway, Sean, we're going to get as close as we can while sneaking. And then when we get within Udakwad's mental telepathy range, he's just going to kick in he's going to say something to him.
Okay.
Bobbins, I'll be sure to be light this time.
Okay. Go ahead and
Stealth it up.
roll me a stealth.
How bad did I do? I can't see my screen. Oh, that's not bad.
Everyone roll me a stealth.
Oh.
Hey, it's not bad.
That was going to happen eventually.
I just see him in like this brown cloak trying to crouch down. Oh, no.
Blanche, you ruined it. I rolled really bad. And you ruined it right there with that 5.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry.
Her maps fell out.
So as you guys are walking closer, and I'll get you, go ahead and move your people, your full movement. And I'll tell you what happens here. So move your guys where you want to go.
How much can we move again?
It's on your character sheet.
You move 25 feet. You're a dwarf. So 5 squares. Blanche, you might not want to get ahead of us.
Blanche, you can't. It's 1 round of movement.
Oh, I thought I had like 35 or something.
You should be 30. You're an elf.
Oh.
Yeah, the short people only move 5 feet.
She might have. She might have more since she's a wood elf.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. There might be some special adjustment I don't know about, but standard's 30.
Okay.
Let's see, where is...
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Udiquat, are you staying where you are, or what are you doing?
No, I'm trying to see where... Because I need to get within 30 feet of this dude.
Just move up next to me.
I think that's what I'm going to have to do. That's 35, that's 25. I think that's the best that I can do there. Okay. He's my best friend.
Okay. As you get there, you can definitely tell now that these 2 bad guys they're bugbears. And the guy that's the other guy is definitely a human. And he spots you, and he just yells out as a warning.
I make a shooing motion.
All right, it's initiative time.
I'm still making a shooing motion. I got me.
Okay.
Alex,
Yep.
click on your character and then roll initiative off your sheet. Same with you, Chris. Udaquad.
Okay.
Where is it again? God.
It's above your hit points, next to speed.
Thank you.
So,
You want me to roll for Blanche? I don't know what she's got, but I can roll a d20.
Well, she can roll it on her own. She'll be back.
Man, the bushes are going.
Indeed.
Yeah, we got some aggressive bushes.
I was gonna say, we have two live tumbleweeds. Well, the good thing is, as long as the bushes are occupied with, I guess, the goblin, they shouldn't be able to attack us, right? Or the
We'll find out.
bears. What we
I wouldn't make that assumption.
we'll see what abilities.
I wouldn't make that assumption. Initiative time.
Oh, roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you got an 11.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, it says you wanted to send the results of this
I
roll.
got it. I already took care of it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
So what happened? Did they like?
You got caught.
Like,
They spotted you, Leadfoot.
oh, and then they're aggressive. Like they don't.
Well, they looked at us and growled. Nothing's really happened yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
That initiative, so.
All right.
Okay, so the one caught in bushes and vines is like struggling to. He's like trying to like break him. He sees you guys and he's like starting to like really freak out and he's like trying to break himself out of these vines and he just fails horribly. Bobbins.
Go in here.
Yep.
And holding my action, if somebody cuts next to me, I'm going to hit them.
If somebody gets next to you, you're
I'm going to stab with my rapier. Yep.
Okay. All right. So you see that the vines that are holding the one bugbear, it almost looks like they're just like trying to like wrap like tighter. And
Like the vines are alive and moving, or
Yes.
Yep.
okay.
This is what flask oil's for.
What is for?
Flask oil.
Just
Flask
burn them.
oil.
Or lamp oil, sorry. Lamp
Oh, okay.
Flask of oil. I have a flask of oil.
Hmm.
Okay, and now the other ones are doing the same thing to the human. Okay. The other bugbear
Or is it Hedoc?
no.
Yeah, I think it's the bugbear that's free, and then Hedoc.
Well, they both got 16s, but it's a dex thing.
Oh,
higher
there you
dex.
go.
Okay, he's going to try and free his buddy. And fails. Now it's Hedoc.
I don't know if I should. So I have.
Get in front of me. We're not in Hulk smash mode yet.
Okay, I'm not too sure if we should.
We're letting Udaclaw do his thing first.
Okay.
You totally move like right there.
Okay.
Right where I'm pinging.
All right.
There we go.
Because I was about to throw a javelin or possibly light a torch and throw it at the vines.
Right, well.
If I could do that.
Well, yeah, I guess you could try to do the human, but you might hit the human. That's the
Okay.
problem. We're gonna have to find out if those are just like the plants themselves, or are those vines sticking out from something else that we might have to destroy?
Okay. I had my turn.
No, you're not going to go running up and touching them. just get behind Hedoc and do your mental telepathy.
Yeah. Oh, it's Blanche's turn right now.
Oh,
No,
I was measuring.
It's oh yeah, I'm sorry. It is Blanche's turn. I was getting confused by your measuring too.
I'm just gonna get right up there. What's up?
Okay, so
we're not
So
going to combat yet, so just like
Okay.
get up in a position where you could respond, but you know. Oh, Alex, since you only took a movement, your action is to hold your action and wait for if somebody gets base to base with you, and then hit them.
Okay.
Say, Blanche, don't you have a longbow?
but they
She has a long story
Are
tradition
we-
of running into battle.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, you can chill back with some range attacks. I would suggest Udaquad screaming at you while you're trying to run, and he's like, Blanche, range weapons.
Yeah. Well,
I
so, I
don't-
mean,
do I have a longbow?
what
Let
is
me
your primary mode of attack?
Oh, well, I have a short bow and a scimitar.
Okay.
How do I know what the primary range? Oh, you mean a range?
Yeah, what are you better at? I mean, you probably have
Oh,
spells too.
long and short sword, long and short bow.
I mean, with your short bow, you can stay back. I think, what is it, 8320?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she could basically just stay where she was and shoot. But
I mean, but
let me personally suggest that you put Hedoc between you and them,
Okay.
yes.
because otherwise that one might just decide to come right to you and beat you up
Okay.
there. And we don't have
Murder.
Flexilu here to touch you and stop you from going dead.
Okay.
Let Hedoc take the shots to the face. That's what he's for.
Yeah, man.
Alright, Udaquad. Well, you're
So
you're after the human.
So Blanche, what are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just getting in position. I'm not attacking.
Are you holding an action then?
Oh, well, let me see if there's something I could do that's useful.
Well, yeah. So you can, holding an action is basically you just state what your action will be and then what the trigger is for that action. So you could say something like, I will shoot my arrow if the bugbear approaches me. And then immediately if that happens, your arrow will loose.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll plan on that. Like, I'll have my short bow ready and
Okay.
yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't get a set it off moment,
Well, hopefully, we're gonna find out as soon as we talk to him.
The human.
Well, I was gonna. It's his turn now, so.
Yeah.
The human tries to free himself, but fails. Uniquad.
All right. I think all I got to do is move. Oh, that's my measure tool. I think all I got to do is move over one square here, one movement. I think I should be within reach of. No, not roll. I want to measure. Great, 30 feet. Okay, so to the bugbear that is trying to free his friend, I'm going to use my awakened mind and let him know we don't mean harm. Can we help you? Free your friend.
The GM is locked up with decision making.
Mm.
You're right, I am.
It's a circle. It's an interesting circle.
I like your screen there, Bobbins, with the the cat fur.
It's his tail. He put his tail on the camera.
Mm.
I'm just drawing.
Okay.
I was bored, so I was just drawing. See, it's gone.
Sure, you play that off well. Getting that fireball spell ready. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I just jigged up the map a little bit more.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Do they respond to Udaquad's message?
I'm sorry, hang on. Okay, so Udaquad, you say to the bugbear that you are wanting to help. You're relaying this message to the bugbear that you want to help. And are you talking to the one that previously just saw you guys? It was like, "Ugh."
Yeah, he's talking to the
Yes, the one that was.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that's aggressive because he's
Are you
within range.
are you expecting an answer back?
I'm expecting what I'm anticipating is some kind of movement for him to be standing down, maybe step back, so that the rest of the team knows that I'm kind of being a translator, not being able to understand, but at least get some kind of passive motion from him, not necessarily a
You can
aggressive.
understand him, though.
Okay.
Can he reply?
Yeah.
'Cause if he can reply, you can understand him.
Well,
I
he can't.
think-
He can't reply in the mind like that.
Oh.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the ability.
I see.
Yeah, so that's why it makes this
Um,
kind of a one-way street.
We'll see.
So he says in some like real awful common. Stay back.
Oh,
say-
well,
did you
he
say
stay
stay
back,
back?
so he knows.
So I heard.
Yeah, he knows some human. Mm,
Moving on. The caught up bugbear is going to try and free himself again.
okay.
And fails. Bobbins.
All right, Hedoc, stay on guard, please.
Okay.
I'll move here and start cutting the human's vines with my dagger. I'm assuming this thing won't like it very much. Also, what do I see? Like, is it just this little plant, or is there more to it?
The area around this plant is difficult terrain.
Okay, so I moved into difficult terrain.
And let's see here.
I guess am I gonna have to perform an attack action, or is it I can just cut the vines? That's my question first.
Hang on. You can either attack at the vines, or you could do a DC 12 strength check to try and if you're trying to free that human.
Oh, we're attacking the vines. That's my choice. All right, because there's no way in hell I am ever making a strength check. All right. So we will give a whack at the vines. Do they count as flanked?
No, there's no flanking like that in 5e.
Well, I mean, do they count as occupied? Like, do I get sneak attack? That mattered.
Sneak attack is doesn't work like that in 5e. So sneak attack
Right.
is all you have to be is within 5 feet of an ally.
Right. My question is, does the human count as an ally?
No.
Okay.
And not because he's not, just because no, it wouldn't. in this moment.
Because he's not threatening it, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, okay, so you rolled a 7.
Yeah, shit roll.
That's a fail.
Yeah. This is going to be a theme, I think.
Okay.
Well, at least it's a good chance for him to die.
You were doing so well. So the one holding the bugbear is going to squeeze in. And... the bugbear just sort of like... Oh! So you know that it's affecting him. Okay. The next one is going to do the same thing on the human. And that hurts the human. And he's looking very, very bad.
Well, I'd get him out of here sooner if I hit.
Okay. The other bugbear looks like he's now trying to. So it appears that like he's sort of like entangled in some sort of mess too, and he's trying to now free himself.
Great. I know what my future is.
And he has now failed. So it is now Hedoc's turn.
Well, should I stay guard or?
No, get next to me, please.
You might need to cut him out later.
Might need to cut this thing down fast.
Is that good?
Sure, that works.
Right here.
That works too.
Can you?
Well, don't block
Stay where you
my
are.
line of fire.
What? He can't block your line of
I was
fire.
gonna say, if I did an Eldritch Blast.
No, you're not gonna hit your friend. It's not how it works.
Okay, I just didn't want to be like, hey, Eldritch Blast, and then, oh, okay,
Generally, the rules don't allow you to shoot your buddies. Not anymore, at least.
friendly. Okay, so friendly fire off.
Yeah.
Okay,
Generally,
is that
Blanche.
correct?
Blanche, what are you up to? Or actually, Hedoc, what did you do? You just go
Just-
there?
Yeah, take a shot. You can make a strength check, Hedoc. You might actually be able to do it. Or you can attack. Knowing your attacks, you might kill this thing in one shot.
Oh, okay. I know I can reach it.
Yep.
So what does the strength check do?
Freeze the human.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Can I do that?
Yep.
Uh,
So just click on your strength ability score and. Okay. So as you're tugging away at the vines, you're just like a madman, and you totally freed the human.
Good job.
nice.
You're a superstar.
All right, that ends your turn. Oops, Blanche, it's your turn.
Okay, so there's still another bugbear in the other vines.
Yes.
Yes.
Um,
So what you see one bugbear that's caught up in the vines that are just sort of constricting on him. Another bugbear seems like these shoots of plants just came out of the ground and are kind of circling around his ankles, and he's trying to free himself.
hmm.
Do you have a spell that can affect plants?
Well, I have that entangle. But that would, I mean, it already sounds like they're getting entangled.
I think that would make things worse.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to.
Well, I have fairy fire. I wonder if that's like.
I think that I highlights things to make me easier to hit.
Yes.
And I have. Wait, what's that? What'd you say, John?
Fairy fire highlights things and makes them easier to hit.
Okay, and then I have thunder wave.
Okay, so what's going on right now is we've just freed the human. The bugbears are busy, so how about you just stay on guard, and we move the human away from the vines, and we can just leave these bugbears unless you really care about them. I don't.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Just keep a heads up. We don't want to get snuck up on.
Okay,
There's
so
probably somebody about to cast a fireball on us, so be careful.
all right, okay. So I'll just stay where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah. You just hold your hold an action.
Yeah.
Okay. You quad.
Okay,
Oh, I'm sorry.
let's
It's the human's turn. Because I skipped ahead.
I was gonna say.
Sorry.
I was like,
human's
is
turn.
he? He's all, I'm dead.
All right. So yeah, no, the human got made free, so he can now move.
Hopefully, limp away.
Oh yeah, he is. It's like, thank you. I'm out of here.
Hey, we want to talk to you. Don't you go anywhere.
And he goes over by Udaquad.
Udaquad, you know the questions to ask.
Oh, Udaquad, your turn.
Okay. So in my turn, I am just going to. Let's see. I'm gonna move over here,
Ask the guy.
and I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just getting a little bit further away from the vine
You're just getting
hot
thrown into
spot
the
there. I'm like that.
Because they like
I'm not doing.
30 feet to you.
I feel like you just sort of like
Uh-huh.
got in front of him. You're like, oh, you're not getting past me, bro. You're not getting past
Yeah,
me.
I did. I kind of did because he kind of that was an aggressive limp. You know, this guy's like hauling. I'm like, okay, was he really that hurt? It's like, hey, buddy, what's your name? What are you doing out these forests with these bugbears and some kind of plant party?
All right. Okay. So
Smoking weed's bad for you kids.
Exactly. Don't do drugs, especially
So,
weed.
are you going to do
Gateway
anything,
drug.
or you just go there and?
I'm gonna go there and question the guy. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna probably ready an Eldritch Blast, but I'm not going to. It's a standby action. I mean, can I do that? Have a conversation with the standby action?
Well, I mean, no,
You
because
know?
it's each
No?
round is like 6 seconds. You're not gonna have a conversation in 6 seconds. You can just be like, "Whoa!"
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say whoa and stop him. Put my hand out. Stop him from running any further, or catch his attention.
Until he runs into the next plant.
Okay. So the bugbear that's entangled is going to try and free himself once again.
Sucker.
Oh my god, I'm
Failure,
rolling
failure.
horrible. Dude,
Yes.
I cannot free this dude.
Death to the bugbear.
Bobbins.
I'm getting out of here. So it's
Yeah,
difficult
this
terrain
is
to get out of the
so-
first 5 feet.
Yeah.
See ya, suckers. You probably should have accepted our help.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to do anything after that?
That's-
Or just move out?
No, I'll do a double move, actually. And move here. Hi.
Hi.
Alright, these vines are going to try and constrict the bugbear more.
Hedoc, I'm trusting that you can get out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, and they do. And he's just like now he's like really screaming in pain.
Oh, poor guy.
No. Remember his friend. Stay back. Forget him.
Cycle of life. This is the cycle of life.
Hedoc, The vines that you're next to are going to lash out at you.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
They don't know who they're messing with, though. That's the problem. This is Hedoc Vine Ripper.
Yeah, I'm gonna take on vines.
Does a 16 hit you? What's your armor class?
My armor class is 14.
Oh, it hits you.
Ah.
So it like shoots out like a vine towards you and just like starts to wrap around you.
Oh
And it's going to do. Oh shoot! That was a heavy roll. 10 points of damage. 10 points of bludgeon damage.
Oh.
And
Might need to get my bow out.
you are now considered grappled. So your speed is reduced to 0, and you cannot do anything until you break out.
With that strength check, say what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, well, I'm gonna. Yeah, that was pretty bad, so I'm gonna do a strength check.
Well, you can't do it yet.
Oh.
You gotta wait till your turn. So
The other goblin buddy's got to.
Right. That's
this
right.
other bugbear is now gonna try and free himself again, yeah. So let's see.
Blanche, by the way, Blanche. Your
Yeah.
next turn, you need to back up.
Mhm.
Fails.
Nice.
Hedoc, give me a DC 12 strength check.
Come on, Hedoc.
DC 12.
Yeah, you got
You gotta beat a 12. 12 or
Oh.
higher. Oh gosh, that is not good.
God.
2 1s? Oh my god. So yeah, because that constriction just landed so hard, you're out of breath, and you could not muster the strength to just break free of this thing. And as you fail at trying to break free, it just gets tighter around you, and it's just starting to go through your arms, and it's just pulling you into it. You can feel the strength of this thing.
Oh my God.
Blanche.
Okay, so I'm gonna move back by these guys.
Also, Hedoc, your party is the unicorn squad is definitely abandoning you.
Yeah, thank you.
No, hey, I was already over
Question.
here.
Can she shoot it with a bow? Can she shoot the vines?
Sure.
Take a shot.
No one has any fire.
Or I have that scimitar thing.
No, you got a
that I
bow.
can,
Shoot with a bow.
Okay. Alright.
Kill me. Just
So
shoot
let me
me.
open my...
No, she's gonna try to hit the plant.
Take me out of my misery.
I mean, next round you might want to make an attack yourself if you can. I don't know. Or you can't make an attack if you're grappled, right? Or you can.
So do I just click on
Click on your bow.
the weapon?
Yep.
Roll high.
Alright, short bow.
There you go.
Oh, you hit.
Tink.
Oh, nice.
So now you just click the word short bow and it should do the damage. How in the heck do you have sneak attack in there?
What? I don't know.
she's just very stealthy druid.
I don't know.
She's a druid rogue hybrid.
Well, anyway, you do 4 points of piercing damage as the arrow just kind of hits it and sticks.
Ooh.
Good shot. Good shot. And this is how this is how I propose we approach this bush until he gets free.
Yeah, I think so. We can't lose.
I can't. Well, I can't get next to that thing because it gets me. I'm not getting out. There's no way to- hell.
So the human, he's like no, and he feels a little inspired because inspired to help you, Hedoc, because you just broke him free. So
Oh, yay! We got the human on our side now.
Calm down, buddy. Calm down.
And he's chucking he's chucking
Oh,
a spear. So like he had like a spear like strapped to his back, and he's like, whew, and he throws a spear.
oh.
Mm.
Man, that was a mighty
And-
throw. Sound like a cat.
And he hits the thing.
Good.
And does 2 points of damage.
Okay, getting somewhere.
we're chipping away. We're chipping it away.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Udiquad.
Do your Eldritch Blast.
That's what I was thinking about doing. I was weighing out the bow, the crossbow versus the Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, 100% of the time, all the time for you.
I can reach it from here. I got like 120 range on there. So, is that okay if I shoot the Eldritch Blast from here? I won't hit any of the people in my sight.
No, you're totally fine.
All right. So we're gonna go with Eldritch Blast, and it's not on my attack list.
Just do a d20 and add your spell attack bonus.
Okay, spell attack bonus. Let's see. Where are the attack bonuses?
It's on the top of your spell sheet.
Oh, on the spell sheet.
Should be
Okay.
something like 2 plus your
5.
ability modifier.
D20 plus 5.
That's a miss. So
Jeez.
you start to, do your Eldritch Blast, and you get a little fizzles out of your fingers, but it doesn't quite get the strength that you were looking for. And it totally
Dang
whiffs.
it.
Does that end your turn?
Let's see. So that was an attack.
You got a movement.
I don't know about. Yeah, I have a movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I guess there really is no other thing to do. I mean, let me see how far I can get away from this dang plant here.
I mean, you don't really need to move any further. 40 feet should be
I don't
fine.
know. Do I?
It's not lashing out 40 feet.
Okay, I'll end my turn. Go use your fire.
No, but then I light Udiquad on fire. Or not Udiquad.
Okay, so you're done,
Hedoc.
Udiquad?
I am.
Okay. Alright, it is now the bugbear trying to free himself again. See if I fail. Oh, he makes it free.
Oh, dang it. Okay, so we got a bugbear problem, maybe.
We'll see.
So he's gonna get here, and he's gonna that'll end his turn.
He better end his turn.
How does
Bobbins.
sneak attack work with a bow, Sean? Do I have to be within a certain range or just use the bow?
Sneak attack with a bow. Sneak attack with a bow is.
Can you get sneak attack with a bow?
Yeah, you can. I think if the creature is within 5 feet of your ally.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will shoot that creature.
Let me just see. Let me make sure on that. Not 100%. So for sneak attack, you either need advantage on the attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. So Hedoc is an enemy of your target. So yes, you can get sneak attack.
Okay.
Okay, you hit. All right.
Hey,
Wow.
nice.
Good roll. So you shoot your bow and strike very firmly into the vine, dealing 13 points of damage. It still looks like a vine. It's hard to tell if it's how much damage it's actually taken, if it's feeling bad or what. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that'll end my turn.
Okay.
Ah! The vine's turns.
Okay. The vine that previously had the bugbear is now lashing out at the other bugbear. Much the same way that it did the other one did to Hedoc. And it misses. The vine that has Hedoc is now constricting. And while it is trying to constrict, it seems to be more strategically placing its vines to get a final squeeze of life on you. So you take 0 damage at this point.
Uh-oh.
The bugbear that was restrained is now trying to break free.
Did the other one
and fails.
Did the plant hit him, by the way?
No.
No.
Hit the bugbear?
Yeah.
No. It missed. Hedoc. DC 12 strength check.
So he can't attack right now, right?
No, he can't.
Oh, he's just got to do the DC 12. DC 12 it. Come on, you got this. I believe in you.
It's a strength check, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Not looking good, not looking good. So as that vine is sort of maneuvering itself, it's just harder and harder for you to break free. And you notice, well, everyone else notices, not so much you. Everyone else can see now. This vine almost looks like a humanoid creature at this point, just almost like in a bear hug around Hedoc as he's just getting more and more vines around him. All right, Blanche.
Burn it down. We need to hit it hard.
Okay. So I'm trying to think what can I use to do this? So I can't really attack the vine that has Hedoc because that's gonna.
No, you can. You can.
I can.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna affect him.
No.
Okay. Because I have like this cantrip called Thorn Whip. Okay, so its range is 30 feet. You create a long vine-like whip covered in thorns that lashes out at your command toward a creature in range. Do you think that would work? Like, would that work in this situation?
Well, does it do... I guess the question you should ask yourself is, does it do more damage than your shooting your arrows at it.
So the creature takes 1d6 piercing damage.
What does your bow and arrow do?
1d6.
Well, it's probably got pluses.
Oh yeah. So I guess I should do short bow.
Okay.
Okay.
That's missed. Your arrow just whizzes by it.
Ugh. It's annoying.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, Hedoc. I can't.
I'm trying, so
Thank
matter.
you, Dad.
Okay, it is now this dude's turn. And he feels like horrible that you're like dying while you got in there just to save him. He pulls his spear out and jams it back in the thing. And he hits it. Doing 2 points of damage to it. It's not very strong, apparently.
Well, that explains why we found him trapped in the plant.
Udiquad.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do another Eldritch Blast attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see.
That is a fail again.
What is?
You guys are gonna let
Jeez.
Udiquad die. I'm just saying.
I think Hedoc's gonna die here.
Or Hedoc, I'm sorry.
Um,
You have,
yeah.
all right. So, Udiquad, I'm going to ask you this question.
Caltrops.
At what point in time do you have a spell that automatically hits? Because a lot of them automatically hit. Do you have magic missile,
There's
for
the only-
instance?
What happened
No,
to
the only
Witch
one that I
Bolt?
would be.
What?
I mean, does that one actually? I think I have to actually cast that one in
Which one?
Witch Bolt.
If it's a first level spell, yeah, you actually have to use a spell slot for it. And does it actually automatically hit, or is it a spell attack?
I think it's a spell attack with concentration after that.
Alright, this bugbear is going to try and save his friend again.
Good luck with that, buddy.
Well, now it's the other one trying to save the other friend. And fails. Bobbins.
Oh, I missed.
You did miss. Okay.
It's a very dexterous plant.
This thing is going to... The one is going to try and lash out against the bugbear. And hits. This bugbear is now restricted. And it's going to do... And he squeezes in on this bugbear as he's like screaming. Oh! The other one is... Okay, so this other one is going to attack you again, Hedoc. Yeesh. Yeah, I got you there, buddy.
Poor Hedoc.
Hedoc, you're gonna take 9 points of damage
Ooh.
Ouch.
as you're
Oh.
constricted and unconscious now.
Okay.
So you're at 0 hit points. Also, these plants just shoot up from the ground and restrain the guy that was trying to help you.
Son of a gun.
The bugbear that just got grappled is now going to try and free himself again. And he frees himself. But he is not free of the ground. So he's still kind of stuck. He's no longer grappled. Hedoc. No, do a death saving throw.
1d20.
Well, you can click the death save on the character sheet and it'll do it for you.
Oh, is there death save of the character sheet?
Yep. So if you get 3 fails, you're dead. Okay, that's your first fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the death save at? The button for it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's underneath the successes and failures, next to the hit dice.
I'm gonna do short bow.
Okay.
What was that other spell that you had that did damage? Did it automatically hit?
So
The
the one
thorn
that I think
whip,
Do it, Blanche. Click
the
button.
short bow.
Yeah, click the button.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay.
I'm assuming you should hit.
Yes. All right.
Only 2 damage.
All right. All right, this guy frees himself.
Hi, Chop.
And okay. You to quad.
the other guy, is he going to do a strength check to
He
escape?
did. He freed himself.
He failed.
No,
he freed himself.
He freed himself. It was like the little ground plants that were coming up, but he freed. He's not grappled, like the thing isn't around him. It's just like some ground stuff wrapping. But he freed himself with that, and he's still there. He didn't move.
Okay.
Hit this time.
You know, what I was going to say is maybe I should have casted a hex first, because that would have dealt an additional 1d6, but that wouldn't helped at all because I wouldn't have been able to do anything. So let's try. I mean, come on, Eldritch. I mean, I feel like, gee, Jiminy Christmas. Are you kidding me?
Fail.
Poor Hedoc.
Well, you feel like these bugbears.
I don't even.
All right, this bugbear is going to try and help his friend again. And he does. He frees his buddy. Bobbins.
Somehow I feel like the tables have been turned.
Yeah, definitely.
You hit.
8 damage.
It is dead.
All right.
Oh, good.
Yeah, thank.
Hopefully
Jeez.
now that guy pulls Hedoc out.
I think, yeah, I feel like Udaquad has performance issues, guys.
Maybe.
I think it's karma for all that head talk.
That's all right. I mean, this plant doesn't even have a head, so
So this other plant is going to lash out again and totally grapples the bugbear again.
Poor bugbear.
I feel like I want to kill the bugbears now just because I'm really angry and I want to fire off this Eldritch Blast.
They're probably gonna die anyway. Hit the plant though if you want. Because
The
that
dead
could
plant?
grapple. No, the other
Just
one.
kidding.
Because that could grapple one of our guys.
Mhm. Oh, that's true.
I'll put some damage on it.
The bugbear makes himself free and runs.
Oh, good.
Hedoc, death save, please. Okay, it's one success.
Yay! He's not dead
Yay.
yet.
Blanche.
Should I go do cure wounds, or we keep fighting? Should I keep
If you're
fighting?
gonna go up there, you're gonna pull him out of there
Mhm.
because you don't want to do cure wounds right there.
Don't forget,
Okay.
one is still alive.
All right, I'm just gonna do a short bow on the other one that's still alive. Let's see, short bow.
It's a miss.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So your buddy here is now freed, and he is going to pull Hedoc out.
Smart man.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get very far. He gets to there.
That's far enough.
Hedoc quad.
Okay. Let's see. I can. Well, actually, since I'm pulling somebody, I lose some room, right? Like some movement.
Yes. But
Yeah. Well, I guess it would be one movement there, then I would have to wait for the next turn, right?
yeah.
Let's see. Okay. So he's gonna go first, though. So if you can at least get him to me here.
Why don't you just practice your witch bolt on the?
I was gonna say-
not witch bolt, the other one,
Eldritch
Whatever you
Blast,
do.
yeah.
Eldritch Blast. Practice on the plant.
Yeah. All right, here we go. D20 plus 5 on the plant.
Hey, you hit.
Jeez. Yay.
Yay.
You like do one of these and like finally it works.
Oh, man. Okay, so Eldritch Blast is what, 1d10 damage?
Yep.
Yeah, 1d10 force damage.
Let's see this force damage.
Is there any modifiers on that, or?
No.
Okay.
Straight up 1d10.
Okay.
Big time. So you
Yeah,
you
six.
finally get the result you were looking for. Look at what I can do. And you dealt 6 points of force damage. This thing
Yes.
just sort of like compresses a little bit. This bugbear skedaddles.
Oh, they both got free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're both pretty much out of your line of sight. They're gone.
Good luck for them.
Bobbins.
Well, I'll just take another bow shot.
It's a hit.
Oh, that hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 3 damage. Or no, that was 6 damage actually.
6 damage. Yep. Okay. You see that this thing just sort of like creates like legs
Oh, come on.
and starts moving.
This is why I said keep shooting it. Because I figured I'd do something like this.
Mm-hmm. I've had it with these motherfucking plants.
Blanche, you have something that can slow movement, don't you?
Well,
Never mind.
like, aren't I supposed to like prepare the things, and like I can't use it unless I have it prepared?
Yeah, you gotta prepare
Wait.
spells every morning.
Ah,
You would
So
have
I have,
picked
like,
spells this morning. Which ones did you pick?
Well, I have let's see here. I have Cure Wounds. I have that Fairy Fire.
Yeah, Fairy Fire can help.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me look at that. Because I thought that was just like lighting some. I don't know. Let me look at what this.
If I remember correctly, the spell makes things easier to hit.
Okay, let me look at that.
It does light them up, but it makes them easier to hit.
All right, this thing is lashing out at the dude, the guard. 10 hits. He is now grappled. He is actually dead.
What?
Who's dead?
The guard?
Oh,
Well,
The guy we wanted to talk. Wait, he's unconscious,
he's
right?
unconscious.
All right, we're gonna have to do a lot of life saving soon.
oh.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hedoc,
So yeah.
you are stabilized. I'm gonna call you stabilized. The guy sort of helped you out after he pulled you out, so you're stabilized.
Blanche.
Okay, so if I do Fairy Fire, then they have to it has to, if they fail a dexterity saving throw, then there's a light shed on it, and then when we attack it, we get advantage.
Nice. Do that.
Okay. So so how do I do spells on this? Do I just click on the spell name?
Just use a slot. Just say you're doing that.
Because if I do that, does that show up on the thing?
Yeah, just mark that you use the slot. So just make it a 1 in that box next to how many you have.
Okay.
This is a concentration spell. And
Up to 1 minute.
so I have to do a dex saving throw.
Yeah.
And what am I trying to beat?
13.
Failed.
Yes. So we all have
Yes.
advantage on hitting it now.
Okay, so then that's my turn, right? It's my action.
Yep.
Okay.
You might want to move back a little bit,
Okay, I'll move back.
like at least 5 feet.
This dude is going to make a death saving throw. And he saves.
He's a god among men.
Udiquad.
Now you have advantage.
Okay. I know.
Just
I
Eldritch
gotta
Blast.
think about this. What's that?
Just Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
Let's see.
now
Alright,
you
so we're gonna
roll.
do...
Yeah. You hit. Don't even bother rolling the second one.
Wow, look at that. Alright, wonderful.
Now that it's easier to hit, you hit.
Right? Yeah, without... And I don't even think that has, like, the advantage, right?
No, yeah, because you get a second roll with advantage. That's what it is.
Yeah, jeez. Hey! 9, nice.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast for 9, please.
Done. Bobbins. Okay.
4.
Nice.
Or, wait, why is it rolling it twice?
Because you
don't
clicked
get
it twice. You clicked it twice, I think.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh.
All right. He's going to. All right. That ends its turn. Hedoc is done. Blanche.
Short bow.
Yep.
And
All right, you hit.
okay. And then oh, that sucks.
Ooh.
Okay.
It was a hit, but not a strong one.
But
Did I kill it?
how do you want to do this?
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. All of a sudden, like the thing lets out a and then it shrivels into the ground.
You hit the special spot, eh?
Yeah.
All right, you shoot your
It
arrow.
says, "Help me!"
It finally hits that sweet spot, and it says, "I am Groot." That hurt, and then it just shrivels. Shrivels to the ground. It's dead.
Yay.
The roar of battle is over.
All right.
All right, I could do cure wounds on Hedoc.
Could you bandage up the human first so he doesn't die? Hedoc's stabilized.
Oh, okay.
We
So
want to stabilize
I think
him.
you guys have like those potions of cure wounds.
Yeah. Not
Those
using
you can
those.
use. Oh, just reminding you.
Yeah. Not using those.
So let's see. I don't know if the herbalism kit is going to come into help anywhere. Let's see. What do I have on my sheet?
All right, Blanche, if you would please medicate those guys. I'll collect our arrows.
You can
Okay.
collect half as many
And-
as you used.
How many did you use, Blanche?
Ooh, let's see.
I know I did 5. Half rounded up or rounded down, Sean?
2,
I'll let you round it up.
Okay.
3, 4. I guess I used 4.
Okay. Well, you get 2 back.
So, okay.
While
Is
you
there a
do-
thing
And-
to put that on the sheet?
Yeah, there's like a little ammunition box. You should have an ammunition box.
And I'll go ahead and stand guard for Blanche while she's healing.
And I will look at the ground around these creatures and where we found them first, see if there's anything that got dropped by other creatures they killed.
No, there doesn't seem to be anything in the area. Hedoc and the dude are seemingly bandaged and not feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
And totally out.
Do we if they're stabilized, do we have to use healing? Can we just like carry
you can take a long rest.
carry
Yeah.
them and then get out of like the woods and camp and take a long rest?
Well, how many first level spells do you have left is the question.
Like 1, I think.
All right, why don't you give the cure wounds to Hedoc then?
Okay.
Well, I have one.
No, we're not using a potion.
Oh.
We're using spells.
Yeah,
spells recharge. Potions don't.
Spells regenerate, so
Use the potion when you're in battle and you're about to die as an emergency. That's when you should use your potion.
So in the last, okay.
Oh, nice. You get 9 hit points back.
ooh, that's cool.
Nice, thank you.
All right, let's carry this guy out of the woods and camp.
Okay.
You're gonna, okay.
Yeah, so I think that's where we're going, down to the clearing.
That one was the plan.
Okay. You're gonna make camp at 21:15.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Since Hedoc bid it, go ahead and give me an overland button.
Roll well. Oof.
All good. All right. Wow, that was a rough one.
Yeah, we almost lost our meat sponge.
I think that's a good spot to end it for the night.
Yeah.
That was interesting. So last time we learned about Hedoc's axe and the fury of his axe, and this time we learned that his axe can't take plants down.
His big his plant. That's his kryptonite.
Everyone gets 120 experience points for that.
Woohoo!
Did I calculate that right?
100 and what?
20.
I'm sorry. I think I did that wrong. Hold on. I think I did the math wrong. Hang on.
You meant 220, right?
Nope. I got it right. 120.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
You're so close.
Yeah. Can we go fight some more plants from a distance?
Well, now we
All
know
right.
plants spread out.
Well, they slowly amble toward us once they run out of victims.
Well, the good news is you saved a dude.
Yeah.
That's true.
We'll
Yeah.
question him next time.
And apparently, Udacod has performance anxiety.
Yeah.
That poor guy sitting there, like tossing his hand, looking like a psycho. You're like, I don't know. I
Meanwhile,
don't know what
Robin's
he's
like,
doing.
You
"This
know
is
what?
like this, man."
It's because you didn't take that head and offer it to your
My
patron.
deity.
Yeah, it's
right.
like you're like, this is what you did to me. I needed that head.
He needed the eyelashes. That's it, you know.
Fair trade.
Yeah. Man, that was rough. I was scared. I was like, oh man. I was like, well, it's good to know what happens whenever your hit points hit 0, because that was one thing that I kind of read about and was trying to understand further. I was like, oh my god, that's really kind of. So you go unconscious for about 3 turns, and if depends on how many saves you can.
Well, it just
Yeah,
depends
no,
on what you
those-
roll, because if you roll like a 1 in your death saves, that's crit fail, and you lose. Basically, it's 2 fails.
So then, do those failures reset after battle, or they kind of stay on your sheet for good?
After a long rest.
Okay, it resets after a long rest. So
Actually, it resets. No, I'm sorry. It resets after you're back and conscious. So every single time you fall under, so you could get healed up back to like 10 hit points. Let's say, and say you take another 10, then it starts over. The cycle starts over. So.
So Bobbins has a lucky ability, apparently.
I'm gonna log off, guys.
Good night, Alex.
Yeah, I'm logging off too.
Everyone.
Good night, Ingrid.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye. So 203. Right.
Didn't die that time either. Dang.
I have my level 2. So whenever we level up, how does the spell work from that point? Because I do have an idea of a spell that I want to utilize. It's Mirror Image, and it's available at level 2. So does that replace one of my current known
It's a
spells?
level 2 slot. That's a level 2 slot. That's not the same as level 2.
Ah, okay, that
So
makes sense.
go to your Warlock page, and at the top or at the beginning of it, it should have that list where it says first level, second level, third level, fourth level on down.
Mm-hmm.
That should have like your proficiency bonus, then some features, and then it'll say cantrips known, and then first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, eighth, ninth.
Mm-hmm.
At that level, like second level, that's what spells you know. So, like for instance, the
Okay.
wizard at second level knows 3 cantrips and 3 first level spells, and then it's not until you get to third level of a wizard that you get second level spells.
And it's the same for you on the warlock. So when you reach second level, you're going to learn a new spell of first level, and you'll get one additional spell slot. So you'll be able to cast 2 first level spells.
Okay, so that makes sense because I did read that and I was trying to understand a little bit further. So that definitely makes sense now, the way that it was worded.
The other thing that
so
you're going to get at second level is 2 invocations, which is the lifeblood of the warlock.
I have no idea what those are.
So these are like special powers that are granted by his patron. So for him...
the Eldritch Invocation.
Mm-hmm. So when you basically look at the Eldritch invocations, and there's all sorts of different ones. They're like special feats just for warlocks almost.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And some of them have prerequisites and whatnot, so they kind of like stack on each other, and you can do different combos of things.
Yeah,
So
like the Eldritch Spear. When you cast Eldritch, its range is 300 feet, so that's a little bit better. But let's see.
One of my combos that I used to love is I had a tiefling warlock rogue. So, what was awesome was that the tiefling, by her race, could cast darkness. And I took one of the Eldritch invocations I took was Devil's Sight. And Devil's Sight says you can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet.
Nice.
So I could cast darkness, and then only I could see it, but I also was like a rogue, so I had like sneak attack stuff going on with that. So I had like all sorts of weird combos going on.
That's nasty because you got advantage on them because they can't see you.
That's right.
So you're automatically critting. Yeah.
And I was an assassin. So with an assassin, you even get better stuff with when you have advantage. Wait, I don't know, maybe that was just for surprises. It's like auto crit. So it's cool stuff I was messing with that. But yeah, there's all sorts of cool stuff you can do.
Yeah, I kind of like the Mask of Many Faces. It's kind of fun. Beast speech is kind of cool, but speak with animals. But we already have Blanche that can do that.
But then you can talk to all your squirrel friends.
Right. All my friends. I mean, that'd be along the lines of my character. Gaze of 2 minds, action to touch willing humanoid, perceive senses, next turn.
Now I am surprised that you didn't have Blanche go talk to those druidic type folk.
I just didn't want to mess with them, to be honest.
I think the creepy shh part was kind of where he might have drew
They kind of says they don't want to talk, so I'm like, I'm gonna leave those guys alone. This is called borrowing trouble. I don't want to do that. I don't really like the woods in the first place, probably, so.
Well, you probably really don't like the woods now that you got attacked by the woods.
I will say, that was a very nice sneak attack I got. Let's get those sneak attacks back.
Yeah, sneak attacks are awesome.
So I got to read on that a little bit because I know I want to choose the tome, Pact of the Tome, because I do want that Ancient Secret, Book of Ancient Secrets, or Book of Shadows.
Book of Shadows?
Yeah. The Book of Shadows, it's kind of like a spell book is what I was reading. Let's see. So you choose 3 cantrips from any class's spell list. The 3 doesn't need to be from the same list, and while the book is on my person, I can cast those cantrips at will. They don't count against my number of cantrips known, and they don't appear on the warlock spell list. They are, nonetheless spells for me to use. If I lose the book, I can do a ceremony that's about 1 hour to receive a replacement.
Right.
So that's what I need the heads for, Bobbins. Okay, just kidding.
Let's see.
Yeah, but that one's going to be really exciting because there's so many different cantrips that in other classes that are so helpful.
Yeah, there's a lot of good cantrips out there. I don't know which ones you take, but I would. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of utility you can pull out of them. How many do you get out of the book?
So out of the book, 3. So I guess that'll bring the total to 5 cantrips known.
Yeah.
Cantrips, can they be relearned? Like changed, swapped out?
No. You only do that with spells.
With spells, okay.
And I'm not sure that warlocks can do it. Let me see. Yeah, you can. So,
I was going to say, like, which each level, right?
Yes.
So
you can
cantrips?
take. Yeah, so. Oh, what do you mean?
Well, it's because there's different levels, so I'm guessing that as you kind of level up, so like when I become a level 3, I can change out the cantrip.
Why?
Well, hold on. Actually, wait. I think I'm
The
looking at the
damaging
wrong one.
cantrips usually stage up in damage as you gain levels.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm looking at spells, and I'm looking not at cantrips here.
So cantrips, you don't change out like. Cantrips are just something you know. It's the spells of first level and higher that you can. If you move up a level, you can decide like I don't want this spell anymore and just take a new one.
Where is... Oh, there it is. Okay, so the cantrips are limited to the 0 level, and they're all given. So there's Mirror Illusion, Mage Hand. I've already chosen between those. Okay, I got it now. So first level is the ones listed there, which is like Hex. I've already selected Witchbolt and Hex. Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to. I kind of really want to get the Mirror Image at level 3.
Mirror Image is a good spell.
Yeah.
Makes you harder to hit.
Yeah. Well, if I read it correctly, the mirrored images, if I roll well enough, they can actually attack with less damage than what I'm dealing. But
Oh, I don't know about that, but that might be. I haven't read the spell, so.
No, those can't attack. They're basically just shields for you.
the shields.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know how the spell works now, but it used to be that they had to try to figure out which one of you was the real one. And just,
Yep.
if they hit the wrong one, it just disappeared.
Yep. That's basically how it works.
Okay.
It's a useful spell for not getting hit, but it also has its drawbacks. If something can see through illusions, or maybe has scent, I think, or some ability to smell, it can just see right through it, basically. But we're not going to come across much that can do that, but not at low levels.
Well, also, if it's a blind creature, if it can't see, it doesn't affect them.
Yep, because they usually have something like tremor sense where they feel vibrations. So, but for now, we're going to be fighting a whole lot of dumb things like bugbears and goblins and orcs and things that aren't really sophisticated.
Interesting. Well, until next week.
Same bat channel.
Yep.
Same bat time. So you guys found a big tree and a dude.
Yep. And we saved a dude
Saved a dude.
Yep. Almost lost Hedoc, but that's all right.
Yeah, we're gonna full rest tonight, so it's fine. He'll be okay in the morning.
Yeah.
He'll get over it. He'll get over almost dying. It's fine. This is D&D.
Yeah.
That's how it works. You almost
Yeah.
die, and then next day you're fine.
Yeah, I kind of feel like he should have just attacked the plant instead of, freeing, I guess, had its
Well.
advantages, but
Yeah, we didn't know. Well, when he made that choice, we didn't know how bad that would be. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Especially since he
Yeah.
just ripped it right off. Where I was like, oh, okay, that's not so bad. So I'll back out. I figured he'd be fine because
Mhm.
he's the one who can do strength checks, right? Nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you saw how hard the bugbears were having.
Yeah, no, I
That
knew it
time.
was. But it's a DC 12. Like
I
he's
know. I was. It's crazy because those bugbears get +2.
right, and he's +4, right? Like he likes +4, so like he should have been getting that better than 50% of the time, and he wasn't. That's how random dice rolling goes for you.
Yeah.
Well, it's lucky for you guys that the bugbears got as beat up as they did,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
because
Oh,
they would have joined in an attack against you, but they
I was
they
waiting
got
for it.
they got hurt.
Yeah,
They got real hurt. So
they're like, nope, out of here.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. That human just wasn't worth it to them. So, or a bigger party. I mean, you guys outnumbered them too. So
Yeah, I was. I mean, I was kind of like watching them. If they had turned on us, I'd have lit them up too.
yeah, they were just frustrated and hurt.
Although, you know what? I got to remember to make Blanche use her freaking fairy fire earlier. It's a powerful spell.
Well, you talked her out of it the first time she was going to do it.
I didn't talk her out of it.
You did. She
No,
was
she
like,
was
"Should I do
talking
this
about
fairy
doing it.
fire?" And you're like, "That's just going to make us hit
I
better."
thought she was talking about entangle.
No, she
No,
said fairy fire.
no.
It's all
No,
on
no.
video.
All right, well, you can go watch it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even think that would have helped me hit them in the
Yeah.
first
Hell, it
two
would have.
rolls.
It's advantage. Advantage
Yeah.
is huge. Like,
Yeah.
Fairy Fire used to add +2 to hit. That's what the old Fairy Fire was. It was like +2 to hit, which is not a big deal. It's like a 10% better chance. Advantage is like a whole other roll. That's an amazing advantage. Like, it's literally why it's called advantage.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I think the hex. I don't know. I felt like I should have casted the hex, but I always kind of save those 2 spell slots for a little bit larger creatures, and I didn't think those plants were going to be as durable as that. So
That's fine. If we get attacked while we're resting, then you got spells.
Yeah, I was kind
Yeah.
of surprised you guys didn't choose to do something with fire. You talked about it.
I didn't have it. I didn't want to catch Hedoc on fire, to be honest.
Fair enough.
his unconscious body just on fire. Like,
Holy fire.
oh, great, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, if we caught it alone, I mean, by the end, like when that one was walking towards us, I was like, we can just finish this thing off before it gets to us.
Well, I didn't move very fast either.
I noticed. I was like, okay, it's gonna like do 10 feet around. Okay, yeah. I'll back off and shoot it again. You know, like.
Right.
That thing was silly. What are those things called? They're like, it's not creepers, right?
It was vine blight.
Vine blight.
Vine blight.
It lives up to its name. There are like plant monsters in D&D. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, no, I feel like I don't really see a lot of people use them though.
Oh, they're nasty too, especially in wooded areas.
Mm-hmm.
Shambling mounds are nasty. They hit hard. There used to be these ones that I think they're called lashers or something. Those things really sucked. But yeah, usually plants are all about immobilizing and just squeezing to death and stuff like that.
Yeah, crushing,
Mm-hmm.
trapping.
Yeah, so those things are crazy because not only can they constrict you and put you in like pretty much a grapple,
Mm-hmm.
but they have this the ground around them. It's that difficult terrain, but they have like plants that come up and then like grab your feet and like restrain you. So you're like in a really that's what the bugbears kept facing. So the one was trying to help his buddy, but then the things were wrapping around his legs and he's freeing himself and he got out of that.
Right.
But that thing has like a recharge, sort of like a dragon's breath weapon has a
Right.
recharge. So I
So
wasn't
I couldn't do it constantly.
right. So I wasn't making it every single time.
I am glad that I got out of there before it went off. Then
Yeah, you did exactly that. You got out of there right before it went off.
I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be bad. Let me get out of here because I'm not making that grapple check. If I get caught, I knew that. I was like, my strength's an 8. It's not happening. Like I'd have to roll a 13 to do it.
Right.
Of course, it's always funny when like the weak guy does the strength check and makes it.
Yeah, I was surprised he'd actually make it out on that one. I
I
thought,
know.
oh man, he's gonna make it out.
I mean, that's what I thought too. Honestly, I thought he'd be out of the next round and be fine. Then he kept failing, and I'm like, oh, this is not going well.
Yeah, and then I was rolling well on the damage. I was like, oh, this
What
is gonna
Is
hurt.
it 1d10 damage?
I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
Okay.
It's not good, but I honestly didn't think you guys would face those so head on as you did.
I mean, at first I was thinking it's like they're just plants. Like I was like, okay, these might be a little easy, and then it killed Hedoc, and I was like, oh. So I didn't want to leave him.
I mean, I was secretly happy that you guys kind of rushed in there, but then I was worried. I was like, oh god. I thought because I figured you'd be more rangy.
Well, you did notice like I cautioned people to stay back and stuff. Like I'm not like gonna like risk too many of us. That's why I told Blanche and Udaquan to stay back. I'm like, why would you guys get up?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, I know my character type definitely is like distant. I mean, the only reason why he has daggers or an axe and dagger is, just in case something comes up closer, and he can still throw all of his weapons though.
well, the daggers are basically so you can cut yourself out of bad situations.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That's about all you need. Because yeah, if you should always rely on your spells because that's what you're good at. Like I should always rely on my bow or my rapier.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, the good thing, I'm going to start looking at some other cantrips from different classes, though. Because there's a couple. There's a Spare the Dying.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I've used that quite often on Roscoe Copperpots. Ain't that right, Sean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This one called Vicious Mockery. My god.
That's a bard's cantrip. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, I'll have to think. I mean, after kind of working with the team a little bit more, I kind of see where we need a little bit more magical ability. So I think those cantrips, when I get to that point, will be very helpful.
Yeah, well, look for things that give you utility. Don't like. I mean, the vicious mockery is good because it can give a disadvantage on something that's really big. That rolls. Keep in mind also when you're picking spells that have saves. Keep in mind what saves work well against what creatures. That's an important part of being a magic user. So, like for instance, you're going to use something that has a dex save, right? Don't use it against nimble creatures. Don't use it against rogues because they're just going to make it and laugh at you. Mm-hmm. If you have something that has a con save, don't use it against the big beefy stuff. Don't use it against constructs because they're just going to shrug it off and laugh at you. But if you got something that's got a con save, use it against the nimble creatures because they're usually not very strong. They don't usually have a lot of constitution. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's very few creatures in D&D that deviate from that sort of idea. There are those that do. You can't. You don't. You're gonna get caught off guard by they have a good this save or that save. You wouldn't think they did. None of wisdom save is a good one. Don't do wisdom saves against anything that's like. That's a harder one to call, but anything that like might be wise or smart is usually a good lane to follow.
Mm-hmm.
So don't do a wisdom save against a cleric, for instance, or even to some degree a mage.
Yeah, the wisdom there. The Great Old One. Oh, I just have the additional expended spells. Interesting. Well, this will be fun, I think, going forward. So we'll have to take a look and see what we can do.
How far are you guys from leveling up? Well, how far are you from 300?
100. Well, actually 97 to be exact.
Yeah, 97.
Poor Fizz did not get any of that.
Right. So what we need to do is go hunting these plant creatures down and killing a lot of them, and just leveling ourselves. This is called grinding.
Grinding, yeah.
Grinding out some levels.
Mm-hmm.
Walk around these woods, killing all these vine creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Just clear them all out, and then return to your lobby and pal.
We're doing a favor to the world.
Indeed. All right. Well, cool. Well, thanks for playing, dudes.
Yep.
I will catch you later. I gotta get some sleep.
Same.
Yeah, same here. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Yep. Good night.
All right. Good night.